to be with you again. Needless to say, we've had some fun with this ball club, and we're going to have some fun today. Roy Jarella is ready. Pat Haggerty is the referee. Brinson and Johnson are deep. They wait at the west end of this Orange Bowl Stadium. Here's the approach. Super Bowl 13 underway. A short kick bouncing at the 10. Brinson has it back to the 15. The 20 comes right 25 and is knocked down at the 27-yard line. Dennis Winston, linebacker, made the tackle. First down, 10 Cowboys at their own 27. Nothing fancy about the return. It took one hop. Brinson picked it up at the 7, brought it straight up the right side, and was tackled. They now rule at the 28-yard line. For the Cowboys, Pat Donovan, Herb Scott, John Fitzgerald, Tom Rafferty, Rayfield Wright, and Billy Joe Dupree. On the front line, the wide receivers, Drew Pearson and Tony Hill. In the backfield, Tony Dorsett and Robert Newhouse. And the quarterback is Roger Staubach as the Cowboys come to the line on first down 10. I set, now the shift. Tony Hill and Drew Pearson are both wide right. Now a shift back into the I with Dorsett the deep back, and Drew in motion wide to the left side, rotating Pittsburgh defense. Handoff, Dorsett going to the left, tries to dart outside and does. 30, 35, out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Tony picked up 9. The Cowboys, Brad, will be going at that left side most of the afternoon.
Yeah, we expect them to run that way and throw that way as well. Another thing, and I know there are a lot of people, Verne, sitting at home watching us on television and with the sound turned down, listening to us. So if you're doing that, keep a close eye on the middle of the Steeler defensive line. Now, that time they lined both of the tackles up in the gaps. In fact, they shifted them into the gaps. And you saw Lambert being very active behind them. What they'll try to do is avoid getting 2 blocks on either of the tackles so that someone is free to take Lambert.
Second down 1, Dallas at their own 37-yard line. Split back this time behind Staubach. Newhouse to the left side, Dorsett to the right. The handoff, Dorsett, center of the field, straight up to the 50 and down at the Pittsburgh 47. Tony picks up a bundle. Donnie Shell saved a possible 6 points.
And they came out of the gap defense that time. The Steelers lined up on the nose. Steve Furness, the right tackle, was straight over the man, over him, the left guard of the Cowboys, Herb Scott. And, of course, the key thing so far is that there were a lot of people, a lot of forecasters who said Dallas can't run on Pittsburgh.
That will be the key, obviously, and the offensive line has been thinking about that all week. They want to run the ball today. Drew Pearson wide to the left side. Tony Hill wide right on first down 10. Pittsburgh 47-yard line. Opening series of the game. The blitz is threatened by the Steelers as they threaten a maximum blitz. They are not coming. The handoff in short to Newhouse, caught and dropped for no gain. L.C. Greenwood made the tackle. Let's set that Pittsburgh front 4. Greenwood at left end, Joe Green at left tackle, Steve Furness at right tackle, and John Banaszak at right end. The linebackers are Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, and Lauren Taves. The cornerbacks Ron Johnson and Mel Blunt, and the safeties Donnie Shell and Mike Wagner. It'll be second down 10. No gain last play. Cowboys have run the ball on 3 consecutive plays. Dallas going left to right in the opening series. That is west to east in this unusual configuration for a football stadium. Tony Hill goes left side this time against Mel Blunt. And Drew Pearson comes wide to the right side. I formation, Pearson in motion. Pitch out, Dorsett. Power sweep to the right with Newhouse in front. Tony to the 40. Tony to the 35 and out of bounds at the 34-yard line. He's got another Dallas first down coming to the right side this time. Dorsett has picked up a bundle of 3 carries. 25 yards on 3 totes of the football for TD.
And one of the big blocks on that play delivered by Robert Newhouse, taking out Ron Johnson, the cornerback on the left side, the rookie from Eastern Michigan who came up, tried to close. And Newhouse, of course, there's a great story about the fullback situation, as you know from having a long talk with Scott Laidlaw the other night, but both with a lot of pride. And Newhouse, wanting very much to show well in the game, got a great block on Johnson that opened the hole.
Jackie Smith has now made an appearance in his first Super Bowl. After 16 years, Jackie is at tight right end, and Dupree tight to the left side. Drew Pearson in motion, the only wide receiver. I set behind Staubach, pitch out Dorsett, reverse back, they fumble the ball, and Pittsburgh recovers. Drew Pearson fumbled the ball when he's attempting to pitch it back to Roger Staubach. And the Steelers have come up with the football at their own 47-yard line.
Now that's going to hurt. First of all, the Steelers have great field position. Second of all, another thing we expected from the game plan was that the Cowboys would come out with the gimmicks, challenging the Steelers, trying to make something happen, but turnovers have been the key. Pittsburgh took the ball away from Houston 9 times in the AFC Championship game. We're +9 on turnovers for the season.
Here come the Steelers on offense. Both wide receivers come wide left. Lynn Swan in the slot, Stallworth outside. Terry Bradshaw, the quarterback, Blyer, and Franco Harris, the setbacks. Blyer in motion, pitch out. Franco Harris going wide. Waters has him wrapped up and dropped for no gain, perhaps a loss of 2. And Thomas Hollywood Henderson was also there. He lost a yard.
Fine play by Thomas, who was supporting Charlie, or maybe being supported by him. And I was watching Thomas on that play because of all the attention he's gotten all week. Grossman came at him with a block. Thomas straight out, held him at bay till the play came that way, threw Grossman to the side, and then went in and made the tackle.
Same formation again, both wide receivers wide left on 2nd down and 12. Split backs behind Terry Bradshaw, who looks out to his left on 2nd down. Ball just across the 45. Up and down set, Bradshaw changing at the line of scrimmage. Now the Pittsburgh Steelers have the ball. Handoff goes to Franco. Can't find room. Wrapped up 1 yard. Randy White and Bob Brunig got him that time. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
And give a lot of credit to Brunig because, as you said, that Terry was audibling at the line. Brunig was changing the defensive signals, and then the Cowboys' line spaced out about another yard. They adjusted their shifting, and Brunig and Randy White did a great job of staying at home and clogging the middle up.
Prevent defense is in for the Cowboys. Mike Hegman and Randy Hughes have joined the backfield. Bradshaw puts both of his wide receivers wide right now on 3rd down and 9. Wide split in the backfield. Grossman is tight to the left side with Henderson on him. Bradshaw back to throw. Blitz is on. He fires it deep, and it's caught at the Cowboy 40-yard line. A sensational catch by John Stallworth. Bradshaw had just under 3 seconds to deliver the ball that time. 1st down, 10, Pittsburgh.
It was a sensational catch by Stallworth because he was hit as he caught it by Randy Hughes. And in addition to that, Harvey Martin got very good pressure from the right side, and he was harassing Bradshaw. That's something we'll have to keep our eye on today, because if they get that kind of pressure, then Bradshaw's going to have to release it more quickly, obviously. 1st
down, 10, Pittsburgh, 11:02 to go in the first quarter. No score. First time the Steelers have been in Cowboy country. This is their first possession. This time, Swan is wide to the right side and Stallworth wide left. Bradshaw, play action, will throw on 1st down, has all day. Fires it deep on the sideline, over the head of John Stallworth. He made a great catch, but he came down out of bounds. Leaped up and caught it one-handed, but it'll be 2nd down and 10. Overcast skies here in Miami, but temperature of 74 degrees and a light rain beginning to fall again as the umbrellas come out. The Cowboys had moved into Pittsburgh country and were moving the ball almost at will in their opening series. But the fumble on the attempted reverse pitch back to Roger Staubach cost him. Now the Steelers have a 2nd down 10. Stallworth comes wide left against Aaron Kyle, and Lynn Swan is wide right against Benny Barnes. Bradshaw looks at the secondary, hands it off to Blyer. Power sweep right side. Henderson fights off a block. Barnes comes up and makes the tackle. They picked up a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9 as Barnes made the help after Henderson did a super job of fighting off the block of Franco Harris.
Henderson did do a great job, and he slowed the play up because that Blyer wanted to explode through there, but Henderson stood the blocker up in the hole and gave Benny time to get over. Gene Stalling said on our talk show in Dallas a week ago before the Cowboys came down here that he thought 3rd down would be very, very important in the game. And 3rd and long twice now. Steelers converted the first one. Now we'll see.
3rd down and 8 officially with 10:40 to go first quarter. Stallworth left, Swan right. Benny Barnes is on him. Prevent defense in for the Cowboys. Bradshaw drops straight back. Again, has plenty of time. Goes on the right side. It is caught at the 28-yard line by the tight end, Randy Grossman. Apparently enough for the 1st down at the Cowboy 29. That time, 2.9 seconds for Bradshaw to get rid of the ball. You figure if you give a quarterback 2.5, he's got all the time he needs.
That time the pass protection was the best it's been so far. Charlie Waters made a stab at the ball, and Henderson was laying about a yard off Grossman, which is why Randy was able to make the catch. Fine try by Waters at the interception, but he waved right by the ball.
2 key 3rd down conversions for the Steelers on this drive, and they have it at the Cowboy 28 now officially. Bradshaw looks into Bob Brunig's eyes once again. Cowboys threaten the blitz. Bradshaw will throw, pumps once, goes deep in the left corner for Stallworth. He's down there, caught! Touchdown! Double coverage on John Stallworth made the grab. Pittsburgh leads it 6-0.
Pressure on Bradshaw has to be the key. And Terry has had time to throw. Verne had to hesitate a moment because we got a fan with an umbrella right in front of us, so we got to stand up and look over him. And the pattern went down into the corner of the end zone. Bradshaw made a heck of a throw, and Stallworth made a fine catch, and as Verne said, he beat double coverage, made the catch, teeter-tottering on the sideline. We had to wait for the official to make sure he was in bounds. He was. Roy Jarella is on to try and convert, and the Steelers taking advantage of the turnover of drawn first blood.
Craig Colquitt will hold, and Jarrella will try the extra point that could make it 7-0. Here's the snap. Jarrella's kick. Got it. There's a timeout on the field with our score. The Pittsburgh Steelers 7, the Dallas Cowboys nothing. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
Hey, Dallas Cowboy fans. How would you like to pin the Cowboys to the wall? It's easy if you know how. All you have to do is stop in at more than 700 participating Texaco Good Guys, and for a nominal price, walk out with a beautiful full-color poster of the entire 78 Dallas Cowboy team. It measures a big 23 by 36 inches, and it's suitable for framing. On one side is the official picture of the Super Bowl champs, signed by all the players, and a blown-up picture of the Super Bowl 12 championship ring. On the reverse side, you'll find exciting shots of Tom Landry's football machine in high gear, plus an 8.5 by 11 picture of one of the best quarterbacks in football, Roger Staubach. There's even a collection of facts and figures on the team's history to help you settle any arguments. There's so much here, you may want to display both sides at once. So you can get 2 of these posters at your participating Texaco Good Guy. See him today for details, and pin the Cowboys to the wall twice.
Steelers drive 53 yards for the first touchdown of the game. It comes with 9:47 remaining in the first quarter. 2 key third down passes, had a tremendous heave by Terry Bradshaw.
And as you said, they only had to go 53 yards because they got the turnover. And the Cowboys and the Steelers are both going to have to play turnover-free football to win the game. They're that closely matched.
Bradshaw has had time to throw each time he has chosen to do so. That's 3, and he's 3 for 3. So Jarrella will kick off, and the Cowboys will try and crank it up again as they did on the last drive before the fumble. And on that play, Billy Joe Dupree was the intended receiver deep, and he was down there near the goal line with nobody around him. Pat Haggerty is waiting to give the whistle, and Jarrella's set. Here's the approach by Roy Jarrella. The kick again is short. It'll be Brinson at the 20, 25, comes right, and is down at the 28-yard line. Downfield coverage supplied by Rick Moser, who made the tackle, and Robin Cole was also there. And Roger Staubach is the last man out of the Cowboy huddle as they take over at their own 28-yard line. They move the ball on the ground the last time they had it, but the fumble cost them. And the umbrellas continue to be unshackled here in the Orange Bowl.
There's a key thing. The Cowboys did run the ball, and the Steelers did not. And that should put the Cowboys in good shape if they don't turn it over.
Tony Hill and Drew Pearson both come wide right. First down, 10 Dallas. Split backfield. Now Dorsett goes in a wing to the left side. Now shifts back into the offensive backfield. Dupree is tight to the left. Long count by Staubach. Roger will throw. Bumps into Tony. Gets up. Fires the ball short. Incomplete. Well, that looked like third-grade recess.
Busted play, and I would say it was busted by number 33, who was obviously in the wrong place because Staubach dropped back and bumped into him and fell down. And then as you say, it just deteriorated. That was the good news.
Yeah.
And it went downhill from there. And that doesn't demonstrate the kind of mental sharpness that you want to have in a game like this.
Burton Lawless brings the play in for the Cowboys. Tom Rafferty on the bench. John Fitzgerald breaks the huddle and leads him up. Drew Pearson comes wide right against Ron Johnson, the young rookie cornerback. Tony Hill is wide to the left against Mel Blunt. I set, now the shift. Newhouse comes right. Dorsett to the left. Roger, draw play. Tony comes to the right. He's to the 30. Bangs into a man and is down at the 32. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Jack Ham made the tackle.
Yeah, but the man he banged into was Rayfield Wright.
Yep.
A great block, by the way, by Herb Scott. As the draw was set up at the line of scrimmage, Herbie only blocked 2 Steelers and let Dorsett explode through there. And then really, if he hadn't bumped into the big cat from behind, he might have pushed it. As it is, it's a long yardage situation on 3rd down and about 7.
Shotgun formation for the Cowboys. It is officially 3rd down 6. Butch Johnson is in the ball game. Tony Dungy comes in as a 5th defensive back, and the Steelers threaten a maximum blitz. They have everybody up on the line of scrimmage. Roger has the snap. Here comes the blitz. He pops it deep for Butch Johnson at the 50, to the 45, and down at the Pittsburgh 43. And we've got our first altercation of the afternoon. Ron Johnson and Butch Johnson. Roger got rid of that ball in less than 2 seconds, about 1.9, and it's a 1st down Cowboys on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, talk about reading the blitz.
Yes.
And, you know, Butch had a clear feel. I think Butch wanted to score so badly, but he kept in mind that he had to make the catch first, He lost his footing a little bit just as he made the catch, and that let Ron Johnson catch him. Butch feels very confident, Verne. He was telling me Thursday he thinks he's going to have a big game, and he feels like he's going to get in the end zone a couple of times.
Well, he's got the first Cowboy pass completion of the afternoon. He was one of the heroes of the win last year. The ball is at the Pittsburgh 42. Second time Dallas has been inside Pittsburgh country. They fumbled last time. Tony Hill comes wide right. Drew Pearson wide left. Up and down set by the offensive line on first down 10. The shift into the I formation. This time a regular defense for the Steelers. Here comes motion. A pitch out Dorsett going left. Darts into the 40 down at the 38. Had Herbie Scott pulling in front of him, and Pat Donovan also out there laying a block as Mel Blount made the tackle. Tell you, Dorsett is running the ball well. 5 carries for 46 yards in the first quarter.
Yeah, he is, and one of the reasons, though, is what the guys up front are doing, and they just haven't gotten any attention at all, the Cowboy offense, especially the line. But Donovan took Lauren Taves and another man whose number I frankly didn't catch over there out of the play. But Donovan blocked them both so well that as the play was going by him, Taves turned around and looked back to get the number of that truck.
Second down and 7, Dallas at the Pittsburgh 39. Dupree is tight to the right this time. A wide split behind Roger Staubach on second down. Motion from Drew Pearson. Staubach play action. Blitz is on. He's going to be caught. Rolls out to his left. Steve Furness has him, and Roger is dropped back at the 49-yard line of the Cowboys.
He got away from the blitz by Taves, but that broke down all the blocking, and then that gave Furness time.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification. This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Who's planning your retirement? If you are, find out about the high-interest, tax-deferred retirement plan that's the talk of the town. IRA, the individual retirement account at First Texas Savings of Dallas.
Metro Media Radio for the Metroplex. KRLD, Dallas.
First sack of Staubach this afternoon. In Super Bowl X, he was sacked 7 times by the Steelers. That is a Super Bowl record. And it's now third down 19 Dallas with 6:55 to go opening quarter. Shotgun formation for the Cowboys. They converted on third down last time. This one much longer. Ball just shy of midfield. Here's a snap back to Staubach, a 3-man rush. Roger rolls to his right, has all day, looks deep, can't find anybody, rolls back left, caught and dropped at the 38. L.C. Greenwood finally got him, and Dallas will have to punt. That time he had 5.3 seconds to get rid of the football.
Well, which just tells you worlds about the downfield coverage, because he's got all that time, and he never looked to run it, Verne, which is something I thought he might do, but of course he had so far to go to get the first down all the way down to the 32. But boy, the downfield coverage was great because the blocking was certainly there, and Danny White's in to kick it away down to
Theo Bell.
Steelers. Theo Bell.
Bell waits for it at the 20-yard line. Danny is back at the Cowboy 23. They lost a bundle, 19 yards in the last 2 plays. Jim Smith is also down there. Here's the kick by White. Bell waits for it and grabs it at the 17. Goes to his right. Henderson is knocked away from him. And here comes Theo Bell up to the 29, the 30-yard line. Boy, somebody got a hit on Henderson. It was Dennis Winston and knocked him right off the man. And there's a Cowboy who is slow getting up. It's Bruce Hutter. There's a timeout on the field with our score, Pittsburgh 7 and the Cowboys nothing. Dallas Cowboy football continues in a moment.
Your home may have plenty of hot water if you never have to use it. But if you shower or do the dishes, run a washing machine and more, you need a true value water heater. Its unique heating methods, installation, and quick recovery system are designed to supply you with as much hot water as you need when you need it. You can choose from several sizes to match your household needs. And True Value water heaters are available in both gas or electric models, exclusively at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
Announcing the first annual Delco battery sale. Right now, AC Delco is making it possible for you to buy a Delco Freedom battery at special prices from participating outlets where you see the Delco battery sale sign. Freedom's maintenance-free, so you never have to add water. Void where prohibited.
Offer good till February 28, 1979. Midway Auto Supply says if you want a battery you can depend on, Delco's the one. Find the Freedom battery at any of 3 Midway Auto Supply stores in Dallas, Southampton, South Lancaster, and East Jefferson.
Pittsburgh has it for the second time here in the first quarter, 6:09 to go. They have a lead of 7-0, having scored on the touchdown pass from Terry Bradshaw to John Stallworth. The Cowboys have moved the ball. Both times they have had it, but 2 sacks cost them this last series, a fumble the first time out.
And don't forget, as we were talking about during the commercial, the broken play. That kind of made things go sour to begin with on the second series.
Pittsburgh has it at their own 30-yard line. That's where the ball has been spotted. They are huddled back at the 20, and here they come. John Stallworth comes left as he will, except when they're in the flip formation, and Lynn Swan goes to the right side. Bradshaw has a big split behind him, could indicate a pass on first down. D.D. Lewis goes out to help double cover, now comes back in tight. Bradshaw, handoff, goes to Franco Harris, comes left, gets a great block. He's to the 35, and Kyle knocks him down with help from Bob Brunig at the 35-yard line. Tell you, Jerry Mullen's got a super block leading the way around out there. It's a pickup of 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5.
Another one of the great matchups today is a kind of a team matchup. The Steelers like to trap, which means they like to pull people to the inside of the play, guards and tackles both. But the flex defense is supposed to be designed to stop things like the trap.
Second down and 5 at the Pittsburgh 35. 5:35 to go first quarter. Bradshaw has a flip-in formation this time. Both wide receivers wide to the right side. Grossman is tight left. Bradshaw looks to his left, rolls out, pulls up and fires it deep, and it is incomplete. And Cliff Harris belts Lynn Swan out of bounds into the area of the Pittsburgh bench. Gave him a pretty good shot. That time Bradshaw had 3 seconds on the rollout, and the prevent defense comes in for the Cowboys now. Terry is now 3 out of 5 for 50 yards. D.D. Lewis and Bob Brunig come out. Randy Hughes and Mike Hegman go in. It'll be third down 5. Dave Stalls also comes in for Larry Cole. Steelers are huddled back at the 25-yard line. They break and come up. 3rd and 5 with 5:23 to go first quarter. Grossman is tight to the left side. Henderson and Charlie Waters are both over there on him. And the 2 wide receivers are wide right. Big split in the backfield. Bradshaw has it, straight drop back. Has time again. Comes across the middle, caught. Franco Harris to the 50. Franco to the 45 and knocked down at the Cowboy 43.
I'll tell you what a great job the middle of the Steelers offensive line did. Stalls and Randy White ran a stunt. Stalls coming to the right side and White to the left side, and the Steeler middle clogged it all up and gave him nowhere to go, which is why Bradshaw had so much time to dump it off to Franco Harris coming in on the underbelly of that coverage.
That is the third down conversion for Pittsburgh, and they've had only 3. They have the ball in Cowboy country again at the Cowboy 42.5-yard line. First down 10. Stallworth left side, Swan right. Bradshaw had 2.8 on the last play. Cowboys threaten a blitz look. Bradshaw has it, play action, fakes and drops back, goes in the right flat. Man is open, Swan caught, first down at the Cowboy 30. Benny Barnes with the tackle, but it's another first down, 10 Pittsburgh.
Laying off a little bit and giving Swan the respect that he has to have on that pattern like that. For just a moment, it looked like Ed Jones was going to really apply some pressure because he broke free of his block, but he didn't seem to really have a good head of steam going in on Bradshaw, so he didn't pressure him much. And you give him that kind of time, and you see what happens, and the passing game is awesome so far for the Steelers.
Lynn Swan is now past Max McGee as the all-time Super Bowl receiving yardage leader. Little Mark Oristano note for us. First down 10 at the Cowboy 30. Regular set, Bradshaw to throw. Drops back, here comes Harvey. Pass goes in the left side. D.D. Lewis intercepts at the 15. D.D. to the 20, to the 25, to 30. Down at the 35-yard line of the Cowboys. Bradshaw threw it right in the arms of Cowboy linebacker D.D. Lewis.
Well, that's just what the Cowboys have to have. The turnovers are now even at 1, and we're going to take some time out on the field.
There's a timeout on the field with our score. The Cowboys nothing and Pittsburgh 7. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
At McDonald's, we scramble to serve you fast so you can eat nice and slow.
Miss McDonald, lady?
Yes?
See my wife over there, the one in the raincoat? She's
Oh, yeah.
kind of hard to bathrobe, but we just came over for breakfast. She's eating the scrambled eggs. She's waving.
Oh,
There's
waving.
Wave back. Hi, honey. Okay. Yeah, she wants to know, miss, can I have your attention? She wants to know how you make the breakfast so good.
You're the one. How?
I mean, like the eggs.
I like these eggs.
We're really cracking for you.
We just scramble them up.
The eggs are fresh.
Grade A fresh.
They are fresh, honey.
Grade A fresh.
She says they're fresh.
What? I said
Grade A fresh, honey.
Eggs taste so fresh, Louis.
Well, that's because they're fresh. I'll be over there in a second. Wait.
You're the one. Getting breakfast ready for you.
Is there a problem, Judy?
No problem. He just wanted to know about the eggs.
Just an ordinary guy, and I was just asking you about the fresh eggs. Yes, they're grade A fresh.
What about the hash browns?
Real potatoes?
Uh-huh, and delicious and crispy.
Delicious, crispy, real potatoes, honey. Perhaps you'd like a table near the counter.
At McDonald's,
Good morning.
we do it all for you.
Good morning.
Back to play, and Myron Cope is upset.
He's the Pittsburgh announcer next door. He just said some things that we can't say on a family radio station.
I thought I heard a nasty from him. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's first down 10 Cowboys at the 35. This is their third possession. They have been across the 50 both times. The first time fumbled at the 47. The second time, 2 quarterback sacks pushed them back to the 29.
And again, just trying to make the point we're talking about during our break. If the Cowboys keep the Steelers from running as they have, make them throw all day, you got to believe sooner or later you're going to get the turnovers. And those are even now at 1, but the Cowboys really need some points out of this, Verne.
First down 10 at the 36-yard line. Officially, Cowboys have it with 4:18 to go. Jackie Smith is a double tight end, and he and Dupree are both tight to the left. Now Smith in motion across the backfield. The handoff goes to Newhouse, and he charges up high for about 3 yards out near the 38-yard line. Jack Ham made the tackle. Good defensive pressure applied by the front 4 and linebackers of Pittsburgh, and there wasn't much of a gap on that play. Now Hill comes in, and Smith goes out. Incidentally, we'll assume that there are no Pittsburgh spies back in Dallas listening to KRLD. You want to assume that?
I can assume that.
Okay. The tight end pass with Jackie Smith throwing the ball deep to Tony Hill is in the game plan.
No.
Yes. Jackie Smith is still in the ball game. Tight to the right side. Roger Staubach on second down 7 sends Smith in motion wide to the left. The pitch out. Robert Newhouse goes left, looks for a block from Dorsett, is hauled down from behind, and tackled at the 37-yard line. Jack Lambert made the stop. Great speed from behind.
Boy, what a great play by Lambert, because the blocking out in front of the play was fine. Jackie Smith doing a great job of blocking down on the weak side linebacker over there, Jack Ham. And I don't know where Lambert came from or who was supposed to pick him up, but I mean, he got away.
Third down and 8 for the Cowboys. They have converted a couple of third downs so far. They are, well, not a couple. They are 1 out of 2. They've got a third down and 8, the shotgun formation. John Fitzgerald over the ball. No blitz look. Well, the linebackers are up on the line. We'll see how many are coming. Here's the snap. There's a one-man blitz. Roger pumps and goes in the flat and overthrows Preston Pearson. It's incomplete. Punting situation for the Cowboys again. Joe Green was back there harassing Rogers.
Very good pass coverage by Jack Ham on Preston Pearson, by the way.
So the Cowboys failed to move with the interception. And Pittsburgh should come out with this in pretty good shape. Theo Bell goes back, and Jim Smith is also short back there. Jack Delaplane and Smith wait at the 35, and Theo Bell waits at the 20. This will be the second punt for Danny White. Delaplane, Bell, and Jim Smith are the deep 3. Last punt by Danny was 43 yards. And the return appears to be on for the Steelers with 2:47 to go first quarter. Here's the snap, and White's kick. Sends it high, not too deep. Bell waits for it, takes a Pittsburgh bounce, and comes back short at the 38-yard line. Very short kick by Danny White. And the Steelers are indeed in good shape.
Kicking is going to be critical today.
There's a timeout on the field with our score. Pittsburgh 7 and the Cowboys nothing. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
When you say what, you've said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you say what, you say you care enough to only want the king of fears. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
Life insurance, the State Farm way. It's designed for your way of living. For students or young adults, it could mean a head start in life. And the sooner you start it, the lower the premiums. See your State Farm agent.
And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Give your nearest Metroplex State Farm agent a call. Look for their listing in the yellow pages.
2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining first quarter. 7-0 Steelers on a pass to John Stallworth of 23 yards. And they've got the ball again. Stallworth comes wide left on first down 10 at the 38-yard line. Lynn Swan wide to the right. Steelers haven't run the ball in the Cowboys, but Bradshaw has had the hot hand on third down specifically. Play action, no, the handoff to Franco Harris. Big hole. He's up to the 45, 46, 47-yard line. Waters and Kyle finally brought him down. A little trap play on the left side.
That's what we were talking about before. They love that trap with the tackle pulling to the inside, and they give him that little bit of misdirection or they give him the trap block, and that's the kind of thing the Steelers like to do, and they like to do it to that side because Kolb and Davis are particularly good trap blockers.
It'll be 2nd down 1 at the Pittsburgh 47-yard line. Stallworth left, Swan right. Bradshaw looks out at Lynn Swan, and I think he's obviously changing at the line of scrimmage. Blyer comes over to the left side. Now the set, Bradshaw has it. The handoff to Franco may have the first down. The flag flies, our first one. Could it be possible the Steelers are going to be penalized for the first time in the Super Bowl?
Looks like the preliminary call is a holding call.
Well, I'll be darned. They went 60 minutes here in Super Bowl 10 and never got a flag, and they finally draw one here with 1:51 to go in the first quarter. And that'll wipe out a potential first down and shove off 10 yards against the Steelers. Doggone, this is fun.
Yeah, this is, it is fun. Yeah, it is.
Nervous stomach and all. I like being here.
Right.
We do not have a referee's mic. We had it, but Myron Cope came on it a while ago, and spare you that. We'll just say we can't tell who it is, but it's holding against the Steelers.
And
Sam Davis is the guilty one.
Okay, Wally Nicholson and Mark Oristano spotting that one.
It'll be 2nd down and 11 now with 1:51 to go, and the ball is pushed back to the Pittsburgh 37-yard line.
And the zebra blew his whistle and put his hand on his cap. And Cliff Harris says, come on, let's play. Let's play. We want to play.
The Cowboys decide to go into the prevent defense.
Right. Cowboys take advantage of that to switch personnel.
I don't know what that's all about. Stallworth is asking. Bradshaw is asking.
I don't know why they stopped the clock for it. Now there's a big discussion. Harvey Martin's involved there.
Oh, that's a defensive huddle.
No, but they all came over to where the referee was. The zebra doesn't always get in the middle of the defensive huddle, and neither does the offensive guard down there. Now, come on.
I just had to gig you once.
Gee whiz.
Anybody that picked the Rams over the Cowboys.
Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't go out and get bit by a jellyfish last night.
Oh, dear. 2nd down, 11. Bradshaw has it, hands it off. Franco Harris breaks the tackle, goes left. 40, ankle tackled at the 43. The ankle tackle by Aaron Kyle. Harvey almost had him back behind the line.
Yeah, but
Mike Hegman, rather.
Jerry Mullins did an unbelievable job on Hegman and also on keeping Harvey away from him over there on that side. They were both in the area. Mullins with just a great block. And he was pulling on the play from left to right, or right to left as they come to us.
3rd down and 5, and the Steelers are perfect on 3rd down conversions. They are 3 of 3. Stallworth left side. Swan right. Bradshaw on 3rd down and 5. With 1:17 to go first quarter, and the Steelers leading 7-0. He will throw, drop straight back. Up in the pocket, Harvey's got him, fumble. Cowboys have recovered. Harvey Martin has it at the 41-yard line.
Dallas's ball, and the Cowboys are jumping all over the place as Harvey Martin, showing that he is the Harvey of old, put the pressure on from behind. And he also had pressure help in the middle of the line, Verne, because Ed Jones and Randy White were coming hard. And that, I think, might be the kind of a spark that will get the Cowboys going as we move toward the second quarter.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter of play. 7-0. The Cowboys, for the 3rd time now, have the ball in the Pittsburgh end of the field. They fumbled once here. The Cowboys now have the turnovers 2-1. And by the way, Ed Jones got the fumble recovery, not Harvey. Harvey made the quarterback sack. Drew Pearson wide to the left side. Tony Hill wide right on 1st down 10. Blitz look by the Steelers again. Roger Staubach with a long count. Inside give to Newhouse. Robert met up high across the 40 to the 39. L.C. Greenwood. Now Tony Hill and Ron Johnson are going jaw to jaw downfield. It'll be 2nd down and 9. And it's almost mandatory the Cowboys get something out of this second conversion, their second turnover.
Sure is, because they didn't get anything out of the first one, but they have demonstrated to the Steelers that they can put pressure on Bradshaw. Now they've demonstrated they can take the ball away, and they've got to get some points.
32 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. 7-0 Pittsburgh. And the skies are beginning to lighten a little bit, I believe.
I think you're right.
Tony Hill goes left side against Mel Blunt. Drew Pearson comes right side against Ron Johnson. Tony Dorsett and Robert Newhouse in the backfield, and Billy Joe Dupree is tight right on 2nd down and 9. Drew Pearson starts in motion, play action. Roger back to throw. Furness chasing. He's going deep for Drew. One-on-one in the end zone. Incomplete. Donnie Shell was all over Drew Pearson.
Right up in his face.
No flag.
no Magnavox monitor, so we can't look at it again and determine whether or not that might have been interference. A great block, by the way, by Herb Scott back in the line to take Steve Furness out of the play and give Roger time to throw. Double coverage, and it sure looked like Shell was up in his face.
6 seconds to go first quarter. Incomplete pass is all it goes for. And the Cowboys have a 3rd down and 8, and they go from the shotgun. Drew and Tony Hill go left side. Butch Johnson comes right side. Preston Pearson and Dorsett are in the wing position, and Roger Staubach is 5 yards back. Maximum blitz look again by the Steelers. They're all coming. Roger looks left, fires it out there, caught by Tony Hill at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys!
That is twice the Steelers have threatened and given the maximum blitz on 3rd down and long. It is twice Roger Staubach has burned it. Once over the middle to Butch Johnson, who might have scored had he not bobbled the ball momentarily. This time a great downfield block enabled Tony Hill to scoot around the left side, carry it in, and Tony, who's going to be going to the Pro Bowl next week for moves like that, has put the Cowboys on the board. Raphael Septien will come on and try to tie the game.
That is the 6th touchdown pass for Roger Staubach in the Super Bowl. He's the career touchdown pass leader in Super Bowl history with 6. And the Cowboys... Hey, I just saw a Magnavox monitor.
Did you?
Yeah, it's about 110 yards down there, but we can see it if we lean our heads out.
There it is.
See it way down there?
Way down there.
All right. Got some Dallas fans right in front of us who pointed it out to us.
You watch Septien, and I'll watch the Magnavox monitor.
All right. Raphael can tie it up. Charlie Waters will hold. Time has expired here in the first quarter. The kick is up. He got it. We're tied at 7. That's the end of the quarter with our score. The Dallas Cowboys 7 and the Pittsburgh Steelers 7. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
Oh, I'm all right, I guess.
Sir?
Huh?
You don't seem very merry.
Boy, I'm not. Could you tell?
Sure.
I thought I was covering it up.
What's the problem?
Well, I call for my pipe. Takes forever for it to get. I call for my bowl. Another forever. Call for my Fiddlers 3.
Yeah.
I don't know when they'll show up.
Why don't you put them into a Chevy Chevette?
Chevy Chevette?
The best-selling hatchback in America.
Golly, I hadn't thought of that.
Well, they should.
Got a lot of Kingdom stuff on my mind.
Chevette's got room for 4 adults, so that's yourself.
And the Fiddlers 3.
They can open up that hatchback and
carry a pipe and a bowl.
And Chevette's got other standard equipment that's fit for a king, like the AM radio,
white striped tires,
sports steering wheel.
You know where I can get one? I'm a king.
You can get.
They should bring it to me if I'm a king.
Absolutely.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's a merry old soul.
Chevy Chevette. Some equipment not standard on the Chevette scooter.
Harold!
Yes?
Bring my pipe! No, I shouldn't try it yet, should I? I should wait till I get the Chevette, or I'm just courting heartbreak here. I'll wait then.
The Dallas Cowboys, on a 39-yard pass from Roger Staubach to Tony Hill, have tied this dandy up at 7 as we begin quarter number 2. Raphael Septien, who kicked the tying point, will kick off now. And the deep man for the Steelers
should be Larry Anderson.
Larry Anderson and Jack Delaplane and Rick Moser. Thank you, Wally. Quarter number 2. Verne Lundquist along with Brad Sham. Pat Haggerty waits for waits to give the whistle.
This is like a phone booth up here.
Yeah, it really is. It's a little tidy. Haggerty's finally ready. And Septien will kick off. Here comes the boot. It's a short one. And bounces at the 20, taken by Anderson at the 25. Comes left, 30. Looks for a block, goes back to his left, looks for more block. Gets around the corner, is finally nailed. Now he's still on his feet. Now he's taken down at the 25.
Dennis Thurman contained the play. Actually, there were several Cowboys who just refused to let Anderson free. Dennis was one guy, Hegman was another, Henderson was another. But Thurman was the guy who finally just bottled him up over about a lateral span of about 3 or 4 yards. Well, I just want to go back 1 second on the touchdown run by Hill. You've got to mention the downfield block thrown by Drew Pearson, which really let him free.
Absolutely. It was about at the 20-yard line, and it got Tony around it. By the way, that is the first touchdown the Steelers have allowed in the first quarter all season. And the Cowboys got it on the last play of the first quarter. 7-7 game. Bradshaw has him at the line to the flip right. Rocky Blyer in motion out of the backfield. Bradshaw drops back and looks his way. Has time. Goes out left. It is caught up at the 37-yard line.
Well, if that's a catch, then Grossman just made the catch of the day.
Holy cow. You're right.
I'll tell you, he had Blyer circling out of the backfield, and Charlie Waters was step for step with him, and it looked like that's where Bradshaw was looking, and I think it was the intended receiver. And Waters just did a great job of covering him, and Grossman came from underneath the pattern right to left, and he made a diving fingertip catch. And that's what the Steelers have been saying all week long. I hope they don't think Grossman can play because he's done a great job. And that time he got away. Maybe Thomas is going to have to watch him just a little closer.
First down 10, Pittsburgh at the 38-yard line. 7-7 game, quarter number 2 just underway. Swan right side, Stallworth left. Bradshaw has really been brilliant throwing the ball. Here's the handoff to Franco. Darts left, tries to get outside and does. Ed Jones chases him and pushes him out of bounds up at the 44-yard line. They almost had him contained. But he does such a great job, especially for a big man, of shifting at the last second and dancing to the outside. And he picks up a bundle on that carry.
You know, the funny thing about him is that he had another 1,000-yard year, but his average per carry was under 4 for the first time in years, down to like 3.5 yards a carry, but he is so deceptive and so quick for a big man.
He's got 28 yards on 6 carries now. Rocky Blyer has carried only once. It's second down and 3 at the Pittsburgh 44. Bradshaw has Swan to the right side again. The handoff inside to Franco, jammed up and hauled down by Ed Jones, a yard short of the first down. Boy, what a nice play by Tutall.
They gave a little misdirection block to Brunig, who came driving up the middle, and a nice move by Webster showing why he's all pro, just kind of brush block Brunig aside. But whoa, did Ed Jones fill the hole or what?
Larry Brown and Steve Corson come in as extra linemen now. It'll be third down and 2, Pittsburgh. And they have the ball at their own 45. Extra blocking linemen. In effect, 3 tight ends, though they're tackles. And Rocky Blyer goes over to the left side. It's a double wing set with Grossman off the line on the right side. Franco gets it at the left and may have the first down at left guard. I think so. D.D. Lewis made the tackle, but it looked like Franco picked up the first down. He did. And the Steelers still have not had to punt.
No, Davis, Brown, and Kolb doing the blocking on the left side, and they only had to open a little teensy door, and they did. And the Steelers are in business with a first down at their own 48.
Tell you, they are moving the ball on the ground now, which they were not early in the first quarter. Hey, it's getting kind of nice now.
It's really clearing up.
First down 10, Swan right, Stallworth left. Blyer and Harris back there. Bradshaw drops back to throw, has time again, goes across the middle, incomplete. Charlie Waters and Thomas Henderson surrounding Randy Grossman.
And give an assist to Randy White, who again ran a stunt and looped around, charging up the middle, and got a hand in Bradshaw's face. He didn't, and that's what they call a pressure. That doesn't show up in the sacks statistics, which the Cowboys led the league in this year, by the way, but it's the pressure. You don't always have to drop the guy, but you've got to make him know you're there.
Steve Corson has replaced Jerry Mullins at right guard now for the Steelers. Cowboys defense looking at a second down and 10 situation. 12:28 to go first half. 7-7 ball game. Flip to the left side, and Grossman is tight right with Henderson up on the line of scrimmage on him. Bradshaw has Harris directly behind him. Terry fakes, drops back. Here comes the rush. Larry Cole chasing him. Bradshaw pumps once, pulls up, fires it deep, almost intercepted by Charlie Waters. It's incomplete. Henderson almost got to Bradshaw after Larry Cole had the initial pressure. It'll be third down and 10.
Yes, if Cole were a little quicker, like he used to be, maybe. But Cole had great initial pressure, and Thomas Henderson almost dropped Bradshaw. And I think Thomas is getting his feet on the ground, Verne, because he's starting to clown it up a little bit out there now.
Third down and 10 for the Steelers with 12:20 to go first half, and I think we are beginning to get a glimpse of the sun out behind us here. Yes, sir. Sun's coming out, gang. It's third and 10, Steelers at their own 48-yard line. 7-7 ball game in Super Bowl 13. Flip to the right side this time. Stallworth the inside man. And Swan is deep. Prevent in for the Cowboys. No blitz look. There's a delayed blitz, and Bradshaw fumbles the ball, picks it up, rolls out, caught and dropped by Thomas Hollywood. It's picked up now by D.D. Lewis. He's to the 15, the 10, the 5, and in for a touchdown if it all stands. It's Hegman. It's Mike Hegman. It's Mike Hegman who picked up the hit after Henderson laid in to Terry Bradshaw.
All right, now follow us. Bradshaw bobbled the snap as he came away and kind of pitched the ball forward in the air, brought it back down, but as he did, Henderson and Hegman popped into him. Double hit. Now the ball pops free. Hegman scoops it up and tears downfield, and the play was continuous and moving, so that's a fumble recovery for Mike Hegman, who scores a touchdown in the Super Bowl, and Septien is on to try and put the Cowboys up by 7 points.
The thing you were scared to death of was that the whistle had blown. It had not. And it was Hegman instead of Lewis, and I apologize, but I just saw 50 or a 5 and couldn't tell who was on the other side. Here's Septien with a kick. Got it! Hey, folks, there's a timeout on the field with our score. The Dallas Cowboys 14, the Pittsburgh Steelers 7. It's going to stay that way. We need some mics. We got them.
Yes, there is no timeout on the field, but it's still 14-7. Trying to take you through the play again. Bradshaw just couldn't quite hold on to the snap, and as he sprinted out, the ball popped up in the air. Now he brings it down, and it looked like he was looking downfield and he wanted to throw it. But because of the great pursuit from Henderson and from Hegman, he couldn't get rid of the ball. And what a crunch Thomas and Mike put on him. And Gene Shaw is going to tell me in a minute how long that fumble run was exactly. He's going to try to find out anyway.
He hopes he can.
Yes.
Hey, we got some folks turning and cheering now, huh?
Cowboy fans right in front of us. You bet.
Absolutely.
37 yards on the fumble recovery by Mike Hegman.
The only other time there has been a fumble return for a touchdown was Mike Bass of the Redskins. Tell you, they're selling these huge We're number one hands down here for $5 a pop for some styrofoam. But there are a bunch of them here in the Orange Bowl. The Cowboys unexpectedly have taken the lead, and you were scared to death to look back and see that official saying, hey, wait a minute, Bradshaw was down.
But, and I say this not because it was the Cowboys, it was a good call, because the play was continuous. He was hit hard and popped loose as he was hit.
Here's the approach by Septien. Larry Anderson, the middleman. Septien's pumped up. That's 5 yards back. Anderson drops to one knee. It'll come out to the 20.
Say the terrible towels aren't flying anymore. What's the problem out there?
That's the third turnover in the first half. 2 fumble recoveries and a pass interception. And the one thing the Cowboys wanted was a lead, any kind of a lead, because this defense is tough to move against when the Cowboys are on top.
And the defense has gotten really both of the scores, one on the direct result of the touchdown, and the other one, the fumble recovery caused by Harvey, recovered by Ed.
First down.
And we've got a little microphone problem, so I'll try to get Verne my mic in a minute, but the Steelers, with a 1st and 10, give it a try.
Okay.
No, it won't work. Bradshaw hands it off to Harris, and he's stopped at the 21-yard line over the left guard. Harvey Martin on the right side made the stop. Oh, I did play-by-play in the Super Bowl.
Hey, how about that? You did pretty well. And I've grabbed a stick mic here.
Yeah.
We'll see if this works, and you got spaghetti on your... No, I mean the wires.
Oh, I thought,
well, that was cute.
Yeah, I could do that again easy.
I love the NFL when they put us in accommodations like this. I'm going to talk to Roselle about this. It'll be 2nd down and 8, 11:28 to go in the first half. Cowboys leading 14-7. Bradshaw should be throwing. Cowboys may be blitzing. Long count by Bradshaw. And now that mic is out.
All right, I'll do it again. Draw play to Harris up the middle, and he is stacked up at the 25-yard line. Larry Cole and D.D. Lewis and Charlie Waters all in on the tackle.
I'll try it again. Anyone working?
That sounds all right.
Is it working? Yeah, now it's working.
Yeah, there we go.
But I can't tell which one is working. Now I think
yours is working.
Mine is working.
The real one. I did 2 plays in the Super Bowl.
You did 2 plays. Minor inconvenience, that's all it is. Roy Jenkins is back there pulling and plugging like everything.
I'll tell you what, with accommodations like these, I'm glad we got the hometown guy here to run the switches.
That's right. 3rd down 5, Pittsburgh at their own 25-yard line. Flip to the right side. Pittsburgh has 3 turnovers in the first half. Bradshaw back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He goes short. It's caught by Stallworth. 10, 40, 45, 50. Goes left. He's to the 40. He may score. He's to the 20. He is to the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
75 yards. And you can blame that one on the fact that Aaron Kyle went after the ball, and you got a guy like Stallworth, and he's going to get away from you. 2 touchdown catches by Stallworth, and Verne Stallworth has been brilliant for the Steelers in the playoffs.
And there was no reason for the score, I'll promise you that. The Steelers had only Stallworth open. Kyle had him and dropped the ball, or dropped the tackle, missed the tackle. And it's a 75-yard touchdown pass from Bradshaw to Stallworth, and we're about to be tied up again with 10:25 to go in the first half of play. Jarrella is on to try and even it up. On a 3rd down 5, 75 yards, that ties the longest pass in Super Bowl history. And you may remember the last one, John Mackey, on a tip pass from Mel Renfro. Here's the snap. It's high. The kick is up, though, and it's good. There's a timeout on the field with our score now. The Steelers 14 and the Cowboys 14. Dallas Cowboy football continues in a moment.
This is little old George Goebel for the little oil company Vickers of Wichita. We built a business with hundreds of stations selling petroleum products, fast, friendly, and priced right. And after more than 60 years of hard work, we're just a little oil company. But we think nice customers like you make us a great little oil company.
Let me hear you say.
Gas, gas, real fast. You better look for Vickers, look for the V, the Vickers sign. Gas, gas, real fast.
Jack in the Box. Now you're cooking, Jack.
At Jack in the Box restaurants, we know that cooking up great burgers just isn't enough. That's why you'll also find us cooking up things like real onion rings, breakfast omelets with fresh eggs, super tacos, jumbo jacks, breakfast jacks.
The food never stops at Jack in the Box. The food never stops at Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. Now you're cooking, Jack.
John Stallworth has now caught 3 passes for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bradshaw, 7 of 11 for 170, 1 interception, and only 2 sacks.
What a game, huh?
Oh, I mean, the Steelers go 75 after the missed tackle from Aaron Kyle.
Here's Stallworth in the playoffs coming in 2 games, 11 catches for 2 touchdowns, and he's caught 2 touchdown passes today.
Roy Jarrella will kick off, and we're back at 14-14 with 10:25 to go first half.
Well, that's discouraging.
What was I going to say about the Cowboys' defense plays best against when they've got a 7-point lead? Okay, gang. Well, we expected a great ball game, and it's been fascinating so far. Jarrella will kick off. Brinson and Johnson deep for the Cowboys. The sun is coming out here in Miami, although it'll be going down shortly. Here's the kick. Fairly short. Butch Johnson at the 10. Center of the field to the 15, the 20, 25. And pile drives forward to the 30-yard line, is down at the 31. Rick Moser made the tackle, rather. And the Cowboys take over first down 10. They have scored on a 39-yard pass from Staubach to Tony Hill. And a fumble recovery, return for a touchdown by Mike Hickman. And they have the ball now, first down 10. Staubach is 2 out of 5 for 65 yards. He's been sacked twice. And he read the maximum blitz for the touchdown a couple of series ago. Flip formation to the right side, and Dorsett comes wing, now drops back in a regular set. Newhouse directly behind Staubach. The handoff to Newhouse, almost caught behind the line. He is dropped back at the 26-yard line by John Banaszak. It'll be second down and about 15.
Well, Banaszak did a great job. Everybody pulling that time, and Banaszak sliced back inside Pat Donovan. You know, on the right side of their line now, they'll shuttle a lot of people, and you'll see Dwight White from time to time at that end. And you'll see Gary Dunn alternating a little bit with Furness at tackle. Well, what a great play Banaszak made that time for a loss of 4.
Second down and 14. The ball is at the 20. Excuse me. 27. This is that jellyfish that got me last night.
That's what I told you, don't go in the ocean that time of night.
Second down and 14. Drew Pearson in motion wide to the right side. Roger pitches out to Tony Dorsett. Looks for a block. Is in trouble. Hauled down to the 24-yard line. Lost yardage. Back to the 24. As far as 15 seconds for station identification, this is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
From first down to first place, Verne Lundquist is there with all the action. Stay on top of the sports with the pros' #1 pick. Watch Verne weeknights at 6 and 10 on News 8.
Metro Media Radio for the Metroplex. KRLD, Dallas.
Third down and 17 for the Pokes with 8:58 to go in the first half. Ball is back at the 24 now. Shotgun formation. Roger Staubach will be 5 yards back. Tony Hill and Drew Pearson come left. And again, a maximum blitz look for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now 2 of the safeties drop back. Roger has the snap. It's a 4-man rush. Roger has plenty of time. He fumbles the ball. Steelers pick it up at the 10. Now it's still free, and the Cowboys recover at the 12-yard line. Verne was all over the ball at the 10. Rafferty finally got there and saved the turnover for the Cowboys. That's the 5th fumble for Staubach, which is a Super Bowl record.
Great pressure from the steel curtain, and although actually the fact of the matter is that initially the blocking was there, the coverage was tight again downfield, and then as Verne said, Furness was there to recover the fumble after Roger got hit, but he couldn't hold it, and Rafferty recovered it just to give Danny White a chance to punt the ball away, but the Steelers are going to have great field position.
It's 4th down at 28. My microphone is skipping in and out again. Here's the snap for White. Here's the kick by Danny White, fairly short. Theo Bell grabs it at the 50, goes left, hauled down at the Cowboy 48-yard line. Pretty good downfield coverage by the folks. It's Thomas Hollywood Henderson in the air for just about 4 seconds even that time. D.D. Lewis was also down there to make the tackle. There's a timeout on the field with our score. The Cowboys 14 and the Steelers 14. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
When you say bud, you've said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you say bud, you've gone as far as you can go to get the very best. When you say bud, you said the word that means you like to do it all. When you say bud, you've said you care enough to only want the king of beers. There is no other one. There's only something left, because the king of beers is leading all the rest. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all. You said it all. When you say Bud, you've said it all.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
Steelers get it back at the Cowboy 49-yard line, 7:43 to go first half. That's also another new Super Bowl record. We have had 4 touchdowns in the first half, and that's never been done before in the previous 12. Well, this may be a teeter-totter.
Well, it's clearly a game dominated by defenses, as a lot of us expected that it would. The other thing that doesn't surprise me so much is that I really thought all week, and we talked about it a lot, that key for the Cowboys, given the fact that they would probably bottle up the run, which they have done relatively well, the key had to be to contain Swan and Stallworth. Now, Swan hadn't been in the game very much. In fact, he's only caught 1 pass so far, but Stallworth is 3 for 115 and 2 touchdowns.
And Bradshaw is 7 for 11 and 170.
Woo!
Here come the Steelers at the Cowboy 49, 14-14 ball game, 7:43 to go first half. Bradshaw has not gone on the quick count much today. Up and down set, and he's taking his time once again. Play action, and he will throw. Back to pass, looks deep. Wants it all, rolls right, fires it short. Caught by Lynn Swan at the 40. 35-30, weaves left, caught and dropped at the Cowboy 22-yard line. Harrison Waters made the tackle. That time, Bradshaw had 4.3 seconds to throw the ball.
Just had all day and looked some of the coverage off, which is one reason Benny Barnes wasn't right in the area where Lynn Swan was. And, boy, I'll tell you what, the Steelers are really in great shape right now.
7:05 to go first half. Stallworth left side, Swan to the right. That's the second catch for Lynn Swan in Super Bowl 13. Blitz look for the Cowboys. Bradshaw has it. Handoff. Franco Harris caught behind the line and dropped at the 30-yard line by Ed Too Tall Jones. A loss of 7 yards, maybe 8. And the prevent defense comes in for the Cowboys. Dave Stalls, Randy Hughes, and Mike Hegman. And that may be a big, big play because Jarrella doesn't have all that strong of a foot. And his leg isn't their strongest part either.
That's right, yeah.
Here come the Steelers, a 14-14 ball game. 6:20 to go first half. Stallworth left, Swan right. Franco Harris and Rocky Blyer behind Terry Bradshaw, who has passed for 196 yards in the first half alone. Bradshaw drops back and looks left, pulls up, pumps it across the middle, flag is down, in the defensive secondary. We may have a defensive holding call.
Or perhaps an illegal shock. Holding. Henderson is indicating holding. And the signal is holding Dallas. You were right the first time.
That's an automatic first down.
So what's that, one penalty each now?
Yeah, I think so. 5-yard penalty against the Cowboys will give Pittsburgh a first down.
That hurts.
Yep. The pass was incomplete. It would have been third down at about 20.
Steelers radio station could save money on line charges for their color guy, my friend Myron Cope. I don't think he needs the microphone.
I don't either. Thomas Henderson called for holding. First down 10, Pittsburgh at the Cowboy 25. Stallworth breaks to the left side. Lynn Swan comes right. Benny Barnes works on him. Randy Grossman is tight to the right side. Bradshaw has had success throwing, will do it again. Drops back across the middle, drills it, dropped. Swan was open, and the pass about a foot behind him at the 13-yard line. That time he had 3 full seconds to throw the ball.
But they got a little bit better pressure than they have before. Well, you just really haven't heard much about the Steelers line except Webster all year, but they obviously deserve a tremendous amount of credit because they're doing a great job.
Here comes Stalls, Hegman, and Randy Hughes in. D.D. Lewis, Bob Brunig, and Larry Cole come out. It'll be second down 10 at the 25-yard line, a 14-14 game, but Pittsburgh threatening to go in front again. A flip to the left side this time. Both wide receivers go left. Kyle and Barnes go over there to work on them. Blitz possibilities for the Cowboys. Motion from Rocky Bleier. Handoff Franco Harris. Caught and dropped after a pickup of 2. It'll be third down and 8. Hegman made the tackle.
With help from Dave Stalls, I thought that was a 63 for a minute. I thought that would be a heck of a tackle since Bubba's on the bench.
That's right. 5:45 to go first half.
Well, here is a big play.
On third down conversion so far, Pittsburgh is 5 out of 7. And they have a third down. Boy, they've been on the field a long time, their offense this afternoon. A third down and 8 with 5:29 to go in the first half of a 14-14 ball game. The flip again. Stallworth and Swan, left side. Grossman tight right. Franco Harris directly behind Bradshaw. The blitz is coming. Bradshaw's back, rolls out, pulls up. He's caught. They've got him back to the 39-yard line, or the 35. Henderson was there. Hegman was there. Charlie Waters was coming. And that may have pushed him out of field goal range, though they're going to try it. Jarrella is on. That time, only 2.3 seconds to get rid of the ball.
And what a great time to call the blitz, because you almost know that Bradshaw is going to put the thing up in the air on third down and long, and the blitz worked very well, although Bradshaw almost squiggled out of it, but it worked. So now Jarrella is setting the ball up at the Cowboy 42. That's a 52-yard kick.
I don't believe this.
Can he make that?
Craig Colquitt will hold a 52-yard field goal attempt for Roy Jarrella to break the tie. Here's the snap, a little high. Jarella's kick is on the way, and it might get there. I don't know. Hit the crossbar. No good. Another foot, and it would have been 3. Ed Jones is down for the Cowboys at the 38-yard line. Now getting up to his feet. He's all right. That hit the lower crossbeam. There's a timeout on the field with our score. The Cowboys 14 and Pittsburgh 14. Dallas Cowboy football continues in a moment.
Life insurance, the State Farm way. It's designed for your way of living, for a family, today's homeowner, the modern woman, students, young adults. Whatever your way of living, your State Farm agent can help you protect it.
Like a good neighbor.
Give your nearest Metroplex State Farm agent a call. Look for their listing in the Yellow Pages.
Avoid traffic jams and get to your destination fast and safe with a Model 447 Realistic CB from Radio Shack, featuring emergency Channel 9 priority switch. On sale now for only $89. That's over $60 off Radio Shack's low regular $149.95 price. The Department of Transportation has encouraged CB use for highway safety. Make sure you drive with a sale-priced Realistic CB radio. You know Realistic is the hottest CB line in the country, and it's available in Dallas-Fort Worth only at Radio Shack.
Pretty impressive defensive series for the Cowboys. Pittsburgh, recall, had taken over at the Cowboy 49. And they were also given an automatic first down on a holding call by Hollywood Henderson. But Jarella's 52-yard attempt hit the lower crossbeam. And the Cowboys take over at the 34. They have not moved the ball on their last couple of series. They've been going backwards, as a matter of fact. Staubach is 2 out of 5 for 65. Hill has caught 1. Drew hasn't caught any. Butch Johnson caught the other for 26. And Staubach has been sacked 3 times already for losses totaling 33 yards. Jackie Smith in as a double tight end. Cowboys on the attack, first down 10 with 4:55 to go first half. Roger Staubach sends Jackie Smith in motion wide to the right side. Handoff goes to Dorsett. Power sweep to the right. Gets a block from Herb Scott. Spilled up at the 39-yard line. Donnie Shell made the tackle. Excellent containment by the Pittsburgh defense that time.
But just a heck of a block by Herb Scott out in front to give Tony a little bit of room to run. And as Tony will do, he turned nothing into 5. So it's second down and 5. First down is probably as critical as stopping the Steelers on third, or the Cowboys if you're looking at it from a Pittsburgh point of view, because you like to have second and 5.
Dorsett comes to the bench, and Preston Pearson is in the backfield, so Pearson and Newhouse are the setbacks. It's second down 5 Cowboys, 4:15 to go first half. Newhouse directly behind Roger, double tight end set, Smith and a wing to the left side. Handoff, Robert Newhouse comes left, tries to get outside, nothing there, shoved out of bounds for a loss of 1. Robin Cole made the tackle, had just replaced Lauren Taves. Yards are coming tough for Robert. He's carried 6 times for -1 yard now. And you got to wonder if Tom might not give Scott Laidlaw a chance to play. Said he would. Scott didn't think so.
Really?
Nope. He thought he would sit on the bench for this game. Butch Johnson, Preston Pearson are in the Cowboy offensive attack now, but it'll be third down and 5. There was actually no gain in the last play, and the Cowboys will go from the shotgun. They are 2 out of 4 on third down conversions. We've got 3.5 to go first half. Shotgun again, 5 yards back. No maximum blitz look this time for Pittsburgh. They got burned on it twice. Both Cowboy pass completions. Here's the snap for Staubach. Looks right, fires it out for Preston. Diving catch, first down, up the 46-yard line. Nice play, old man.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's old man River. I don't know, with a possible exception of Jackie Smith, if there's anybody who wants to win this game wearing a white shirt today any more than Preston Pearson. And, you know, if the Cowboys can start utilizing people like Preston and like Billy Joe Dupree, who are some of their top weapons, then they've got to get the Steelers spread out a little bit and open everything up.
2:45 to go first half, and the clock unraveling. First down 10 Cowboys at the 46. They scored on a 39-yard pass to Tony Hill and a fumble return by Mike Higman. Drew Pearson comes left side against Mel Blunt, and Tony Hill is wide right. First down 10 Cowboys. Drew Pearson starts in motion, a fake to Dorsett. Roger back to pass, goes across the middle, passes high, but Hill makes the catch. And he's going to be knocked down up at the 44-yard line of Pittsburgh, near the first down. Mike Wagner made the tackle. That's going to be close for another first down 10.
Very close, Verne, very close.
Matter of fact, they're moving the sticks.
Here comes a fellow up here with Mark Oristano up through the tunnel who's going to talk to us at halftime. Fellow Cowboy fans might have heard of before. Guy by the name of Renfro.
I kind of recognize him. 2-minute warning is here. There's a momentary break in the action, so let's pause. For this, you're listening to Dallas Cowboy Football.
Edison Showroom's quality.
Quality like famous brands of sterling silver flatware at exciting savings. Edison's prices are from 30 to 65% lower than nationally advertised prices. Save on the sterling pieces you want at Edison's, Arlington, and Fort Worth, downtown and Ulen.
And I got confidence in Edison, 'cause Edison's thinking of me.
KRLD, the Cowboy Station.
Mel Renfro has joined us here in our telephone booth, and he'll be the halftime guest for Brad, as the Cowboys keep the drive going with a first down 10 at the Steeler 44. And they've got the ball with 2 minutes to go in the first half and a 14-14 ball game. That's been everything that was promised. They just need to start moving the football a little bit. They did on the opening series on the ground, but it's kind of stalled here lately.
They being the fellows in the white shirts.
Yeah.
Now, let me say one thing right now. If I got to be a little bit upset if some of the writers across the country refer to this as the fumble bowl because of the way the thing has been turned over. Because the turnovers that have come today, and especially the fumbles, have been because bone is crunching bone out there. The hitting is very hard.
Tom Landry was asked if it would be a physical ball game. He said, I know it will be on one side. I hope it is on two. He has his answer. It is. Roger Staubach has set a new career record in the Super Bowl, 47 completions, breaking the Owen Hill by Fran Tarkenton.
Would you also agree that we have not seen Pittsburgh intimidating Dallas thus far today?
Not a bit. I agree. Roger, 4 out of 7 for 82 yards. And the Cowboys break the huddle and come on up with a first down 10. Drew Pearson goes right. Tony Hill comes left. Dorsett in a wing to the left side. Regular defensive alignment for the Steelers with both linebackers up on the line. Now the blitz is threatened. Roger may change. Fakes. Flips a screen out for Dorsett. He's got it. Looks for a block. Comes left to the 40. Down to the 35 and out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Tony doesn't realize he stepped out of bounds, and he sticks the ball in the face of one of the defensive backs, and a flag flies as the fight breaks out at the 25-yard line.
The strange thing about that, Verne, is that Tony was about 4 or 5 yards out of bounds, and he looped back onto the field, didn't realize he was out of bounds, and Ron Johnson reached up and grabbed him around the neck, and Tony shoved the ball in Johnson's face, taunting him with it.
I'm afraid they're going to flag Dorsett for taunting and possibly not see what Tony thought was a late hit by Ron Johnson. I'm afraid the Cowboys are going to get flagged for the taunting. We'll see. Personal foul on sportsmanlike conduct. And no indication against whom? Against the Cowboys. And against the Steelers. Wipe it out.
They flagged.
And it's a dead ball foul because Dorsett was out of bounds, so the play stands. He's out of bounds at the 26.
Right. I didn't mean to step on you there. I heard that 29. They flagged Johnson as well. So the emotions are hot and heavy. And, hey, lost in all that was the fact that it was a great play by Staubach.
Reading the blitz.
The blitz was coming, and it came so fast that Newhouse, who was the guy who was supposed to pick up the back, didn't have time to get back there and block him, and Roger turned around and turned a blitz into a reverse screen to the other side of the field.
Now the ball has been marked at the 32 out of bounds, killing the clock with 1:51 to go, and the Cowboys have a first down 10 at the Steelers' 32-yard line. So perhaps, at the very least, Rafael Septien will get to try his first Super Bowl field goal. Tony Hill comes left. Cowboys will not go from the shotgun. As a matter of fact, they go with a double... No, now both wide receivers are off the line to the left side, which is the short side of the field. Drew Pearson in motion wide right now. Roger Staubach, play action. Back to throw, looks downfield. Fires it deep. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mel Blount at the 20. 25, comes left to the 30, and is knocked down at the 30-yard line. A flag is down, and the Cowboys may be flagged for a late hit. Billy Joe Dupree may get flagged for a late hit, and they're having to take Billy Joe and get him away from the referee. Personal foul.
And if that was on Dupree for a late hit, I don't know. It looked to me like he was there and made the tackle.
Absolutely made the tackle. I can't believe they threw the flag. He had to stop the man.
Roger threw the ball into really triple coverage, and Mel Blount made the interception. Good play by Blount. And the Steelers were playing excellent pass defense, and the ball comes all the way back to the Steeler 45-yard line after the personal foul call on the Cowboys, and I'm not sure Dallas got a fair shake on that one.
Trying to see Tom Landry. Some kid just ran on the field
and put the ball back on the 30. A Dallas fan, apparently.
He'll spend the rest of the afternoon in the city jail. And the Cowboy bench is still upset over the penalty call on Billy Joe Dupree. So the Steelers get a break. Yeah, they've got the ball at the 44-yard line with 1:41 remaining in the first half. And Dallas was driving with a first down at the Steeler 32. Here comes Pittsburgh. Stallworth left side, Swan right side. 14-14 ball game. Boy, Blount made a nice interception on the ball. Here's a pitch out left side to Franco Harris. Ed Jones wraps him up. He breaks the tackle, goes left. Caught. Flag flies from the defensive secondary. Harvey Martin made the tackle. And let's see what this one's going to be.
Well, Harvey had him back there, and Franco just stepped away. This is holding Pittsburgh.
That'll be 10 yards. What's that? Two penalties now?
Three. The Steelers, 3 on the Cowboys, even things up.
Yeah, that's 3 more than last time.
Yeah. Hey,
10 yards.
I'm sorry. That's all right. He's a little off here. It's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Right. No, Harvey had him back there behind the line, and Franco just slipped away.
Here's the call now, but we will not be able to pick it up. But it will be against the Steelers. 72, Jerry Mullins is called for it. Hey, we can't hear him if we just stick our heads out of the booth here. So it'll be 1st down and 20. Both teams denied opportunities to break the tie. 14-14 ball game, 93 seconds to go, first half. A wing formation to the right side. Bradshaw, quick screen to Lynn Swan. Has blockers in front. He's to the 40, 45, to the 50. Breaks the tackle. Watch out. Goes left. Spins out of another one and caught and dropped finally at the Cowboy 38. Holy cow, what a run by Lynn Swan. Benny Barnes and Charlie Waters finally caught up with him. And the Steelers call timeout. There's a momentary break in the action, so let's pause. For this, you're listening to Dallas Cowboy Football.
Here's a new way to tune in Cowboy games on KRLD wherever you are. An AM/FM headset radio that's only $29.95 at Radio Shack. It's lightweight and hands-free for use even when jogging, cycling, or doing yard work. Because it's a headphone radio, you enjoy private listening even at the game. The padded ear cushions seal out crowd noise, and in the cold weather, keep your ears warm. So hear Cowboy action on KRLD the new way with a $29.95 headset radio that's available only at the 80 Dallas-Fort Worth Radio Shack stores.
Well, Myron Cope continues to give the fans a show here. He's got people turning around. Can't believe what he's saying in the booth next to us.
Too bad for Myron, vaudeville is dead. Here's the guy who's completely lost in front of us. Says Redskin 79.
Yep. How'd he get here?
He's in another world.
That was a great play by Lynn Swan on the quick screen. He's now caught 3 for 67 yards. And all of that was Swanee.
Hey, well, I know you know him pretty well, and what a marvelous athlete. Boy, he made a heck of a run.
I loved it when Dick Enberg referred to him during the playoff games on NBC as the Mikhail Baryshnikov of NFL receivers. Boy, he is just that. Ballet-like moves in the air and on the ground, and that was all Lynn Swan. So for the day now, Bradshaw is 9 of 14 for 224 yards. Goodness sakes alive.
And this has been the longest 2 minutes and 10 seconds in recorded history.
And here come the Steelers again, and they've got a chance to go in front now in a 14-14 game. Swan right, Stallworth left. Bradshaw has been brilliant. Looks to his left as he drops back to throw. Up in the pocket, goes deep across the middle. Swan is open. Caught down at the 17-yard line. 1:04 remaining in the first half. Double coverage that time, and Bradshaw threw it right where it had to be thrown. And he had 2.8 to get rid of it. 56 seconds to go in the first half. Flip formation to the right side. 51 seconds. Plenty of time left for Pittsburgh. Bradshaw now has him set. He drops back, looks to his right, fires it across the middle, caught down at the shoe tops by Franco Harris. Now he drops the ball. It's incomplete with 40 seconds remaining.
Bradshaw has been awesome, and boy, Swan is he's just doing what he has to do to get open.
Well, Swan has now caught 4, and Bradshaw is only 4 yards away from a Super Bowl record passing, and it's only in the first half. Bart Starr holds the record of 250. Swan 4 for 89, Stallworth 3 for 115, and those are the 2 men the Cowboys knew they would have to stop. They absolutely haven't done it.
That's exactly it.
Each game, it seems, you go into defensive ideas of you know what you got to do, and it's just a matter of whether you can accomplish it or not.
Well, it'll be interesting to hear Mel Renfro's perspective on all this at halftime.
Stallworth breaks left, Swan right on 2nd down 10 at the Cowboys 16 with 40 seconds to go. Safety blitz is threatened by Cliff Harris. Handoff, Franco Harris to the secondary, spins down at the 8-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2, and he almost got 6. Aaron Kyle saved the touchdown. And the Steelers used their second timeout. Perfect call.
And one heck of a move by Harris, because there wasn't a big hole, but he slipped into it and spun away from a tackler, and had it not been for a good ankle tackle by Aaron Kyle, that would have been 6 points.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification. This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Read Sports Spectrum, your colorful guide to the world of sports. Bigger and better than ever. Sports Spectrum, every Saturday, only in the Dallas Morning News. Metro Media Radio for the Metroplex. KRLD, Dallas.
3rd and 1 with 1 timeout remaining for Pittsburgh, and they have the ball at the Cowboys' 7-yard line. 33 seconds to go in the first half. Bob Bruni comes over to check with Ernie Stutner as Bradshaw is on the far side talking to Chuck Knoll. 3rd down and 1.
I'd say maybe one of the key plays of the first half so far is Aaron Kyle not making the tackle on Stallworth, because that was after the kickoff in which the Cowboys had just taken the lead 14-7. They had a lot of momentum going. They were really pumped up, and the Steelers came back out and broke one 75 yards and brought themselves back into the game. And I think you'd have to say, in all objectivity, the momentum has swung to the side of the terrible towel just for the present.
And the Cowboys, of course, then had another one when Mel Blount made the interception, and they were driving. And the Steelers have it now, 33 seconds to go, with a 3rd down and 1 at the Cowboys' 7. Here they come. Grossman to the left side. Both wide receivers come wide right. It's 3rd and 1 Pittsburgh at the Cowboys' 7-yard line. Cowboys, everybody uptight. Motion from John Stallworth. Bradshaw, play action on the roll to the right. Being chased, pulls up, fires it in the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Randy Grossman, the tight end. No, it's not. It's a tackle eligible.
No, I think it's Rocky Blyer.
Rocky Blyer.
What a heck of a catch that was by Rocky Blyer, huh? That was an unbelievable catch. The blocking doing a great job as Bradshaw rolled to the right, and the pursuit was not there. Bradshaw, though, threw it up for grabs, and Blyer had to make a leaping ballet-like catch and just barely came down in bounds. What a sensational catch by Rocky Blyer, and you had to give him credit for it, and Jarrella is on to try the extra point.
3 touchdown passes for Terry Bradshaw. Jarrella will try and make it 21-14 with 26 seconds to go. Colquitt will hold. Here's the kick. It's up, and it's good. And that really could be critical. Right before halftime. 26 seconds remaining.
Well, not only is it that it's right before halftime, but the Cowboys were marching inside the 2-minute drill, the 2-minute period when their offense is usually so effective, and it looked for all the world like Dallas was going to get a score because they were marching and moving it. And then, of course, Blount with a great interception.
Bradshaw now has a couple of records in the Super Bowl. 3 touchdowns. That's a new record. And all in the first half. He is 11 of 18 for 253 yards. And that's a new record. And it's only halftime. Well, Cowboys trail by 7 again. They trailed by 7 early, came back to tie it up 7-7, then went in front 14-7. The last 14 points have been scored by the Steelers. Larry Brinson and Butch Johnson are deep with 26 seconds remaining. 21-14 already. Anybody want to see a defensive struggle? Ooh.
And yet the defenses have been instrumental in all that, because defense led to 2 Dallas scores and 1 Pittsburgh score.
Roy Jarrella is ready to kick off. Johnson and Brinson wait for him. 21-14 Pittsburgh on top once again. Here comes the approach. And the kick will be taken by Larry Brinson at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, and knocked down up at the 34-yard line. 19 seconds remaining. And the Cowboys come on with 19 seconds, 65 yards away. Roger for the day is now 5 out of 8 for 94. And the Cowboys will go from the shotgun. They had a 1st down and 10 at the 32 when Staubach had the interception picked off by Mel Blount, and then an unbelievable penalty on Billy Joe Dupree.
And that was a key call.
Yeah, that's 15 yards. That moves it out to the 50-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Pokes. Dupree is split wide to the left side. The 2 wide receivers are wide right. Roger fumbles the snap as a flag is thrown. Lambert's blitzing. Roger pulls up. Back in the pocket. Caught and dropped at the 35-yard line. There was a flag at the line of scrimmage. 11 seconds remaining in the half. And some jawboning going on down there, too. Illegal procedure, Cowboys. And I would imagine that the play will be, or the penalty will be declined. It is. Cowboys have used a timeout, and they've got the ball with 11 seconds to go.
And it'll be 2nd down and 11. It means the only call to make to decline the penalty. And the Cowboys are obviously going to have to make some adjustments at halftime on their coverages of Swan and perhaps on their pass rush routes, because Bradshaw's had all the time he needs, and boy, Swan's just been awesome when he's gotten in the open field.
2nd down and 10 for the Pokes. 21-14 ball game. Pittsburgh leads it. Butch Johnson comes wide left. Tony Dungy is the deepest of the defensive backs, and he's 20 yards downfield. Here's the snap back for Staubach. The handoff goes to Preston Pearson. Goes to the right to the 40 and is knocked down at the 42. That's one of those just-in-case plays. 3 seconds remaining. 2 Cowboys call timeout. With 2 seconds to go.
Dwight White's halfway up to the locker room. In fact, he's going to go on in. Dwight doesn't much care.
Nope. First timeout for the Cowboys with 2 seconds to go in the first half.
We'll remind people again that Mel Renfro, the Cowboys' perennial All-Pro defensive back, will be with us at halftime, and we'll talk a bit about what goes through the mind of someone who played in the defensive backfield just about as well as it could be played for many, many years, about what you do with a guy like Bradshaw and a guy like Swan.
Final play of the first half coming up. Bradshaw with 3 touchdown passes, 2 to Stallworth, 1 to Blyer. And from our location in that mess down there, it took a while to figure out who it was. So the Cowboys do have 1 timeout left. Man, has it been a long first half.
It's been the longest 2 minutes I've ever seen. There's a parachute coming down from the vicinity of the blimp, but it seems to be hung up behind the stadium over there.
Not the pilot, though.
No.
Nobody on it. Here's a low snap for Roger. He picks it up and goes back. Goes to his right. This is everybody deep, and he fires it deep, and Preston Pearson can't make the catch, and the half is over. It's halftime with our score at the Super Bowl. The Pittsburgh Steelers 21 and the Dallas Cowboys 14. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
Time to trade in for TouchTune. Trade in your old TV for a new Magnavox Star System TouchTune Color TV and save. And you'll enjoy television like you've never enjoyed it before. At the touch of your finger, you'll see computer-sharp, computer-fast color pictures. You never have to fine-tune. Magnavox Star System TouchTune Color TV. See it now.
See Orion Magnavox with locations in Redbird Mall and Casa Linda Plaza. Orion Magnavox, the professional Magnavox people.
When you say bud, you said a lot of things nobody else can say. Yeah, oh yeah. When you say Budweiser, one saying you say Budweiser, one saying you say Budweiser. Ooh, you said it all.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
Super Bowl 13 is sponsored on KRLD by Metroplex State Farm agents. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. By Vickers. When you want gas real fast, fill up quick under the Vickers sign. By True Value Hardware Stores. More than just a name, it's their way of doing business. By the folks at Chevrolet, along with Chevy dealers coast to coast, who invite you to come on in and see a winning lineup of cars for 1979. And by Jack in the Box Family Restaurants in the Metroplex.
At halftime in Super Bowl 13 in the Orange Bowl in Miami, the score is Pittsburgh 21 and Dallas 14. Brad Sham back at the Orange Bowl. And our halftime guest on Super Sunday is a gentleman who was just super in the secondary for the Dallas Cowboys for many, many years, Mel Renfro. And it's just a delight to have you here and be able to sit down and chat with you for a while.
Well, Brad, it's good being here. You know, this is my first Super Bowl that I've been a spectator. And, you know, it's a whole different world, but it's real exciting.
Yeah, I want to talk about the game, obviously, but we've got a little bit longer halftime because I think they're going to do a census of the Bahamas here at halftime. So they're going to count all of the people who live south of Puerto Rico, so we're going to have plenty of time to chat. And I'd like to have you talk about, as an ex-player and such a great one for many years, and now you're here as a spectator, as you say, how is it different? What are some of the different thoughts that are going through your mind this week?
Well, you know, I look at the things that are happening on the football field and how it might be different if I were out there. But, you know, those guys are pros. They're doing the best job that they can. It's an exciting ball game. It's everything that I thought it would be. You know, Pittsburgh's a great football team. You know, Dallas Cowboys a great football team. And I look at it, and you know, it's exciting to watch. I played in a lot of them, but you know, it's something else.
Well, you're close enough removed to it that if I know you, you've got to feel like, gee, I'd like another shot at it and get back out there. Maybe I could do something about that.
Well, you always kind of feel that way, but really, I think after 14 years in the pros, I played as long as I wanted to play. I accomplished all the things I wanted to accomplish, and I was ready to quit when I did. And I tell you, it's just real exciting just to be a spectator, to be here in the Orange Bowl and watch two fine football teams play a heck of a game.
There is one other thing, Mel, that I want to have you just talk a little bit about. Not necessarily relating to this game in particular, but that is what this game means to the players in general. You know, the fans go nuts and they come down every great time, but the players seem to me to both. It's remarkable to me how they can both enjoy it as much as they do and also tend to business the way they must.
Well, the thing about it, it's a world championship, you know, and you carry that for a whole year. You're world champions. This is what this game means to the players. It's something they start preparing for in March. The Dallas Cowboys start playing for the Super Bowl in March when they start the off-season program. And in training camp, Coach Langer will say, you know, this is where it all begins. There are 28 teams. Only one of them is going to be world champions, and it starts right here. So, you know, they work for that all year long. You know, there are a lot of guys that have played in the league many, many years, have retired, have never been in a world championship game. And that's what it boils down to. It's the test for a guy to, you know, concentrate, do whatever he can, put forth the effort, put forth everything he's got to get to the big one, and this is the big one.
We've had a lot of calls throughout the season from folks wanting to know exactly what you were doing. I know you're doing some part-time scouting for the Cowboys. Why don't you explain it?
Well, what actually I'm doing is part-time scouting, special events. I've signed some ball players. I've worked out some ball players. I do some traveling, and of course, I've got my own business. You know, I'm in the fast food business in Dallas. I make my home in Dallas, and you know, it's very exciting to be a part, to still be a part of the Dallas Cowboy football organization, because it's such a fine organization, and it's a whole new world in the scouting department. Tom Landry's a great coach in what he does. Gil Brandt is a great scout in his department and what he does.
Mel Renfro is our guest at halftime in the Super Bowl with the score Pittsburgh 21 and Dallas 14. Dallas Cowboy football continues in a moment.
Announcing the first annual Delco battery sale. Right now, AC Delco is making it possible for you to buy a Delco Freedom battery at special prices from participating outlets where you see the Delco battery sale sign. Freedom's maintenance free, so you never have to add water. Void where prohibited.
Offer good till February 28, 1979. Visit One Stop Auto Parts for the complete line of AC Delco products, including batteries. One Stop Auto Parts in Garland at 1929 Jupiter Road. One Stop Auto Parts.
In today's world of calculators, computers, and exact times, you need a timepiece that's easy to read, accurate within seconds a year, and good-looking. You'll find all of this and more with the Seiko Analog from Sanger-Harris. The Seiko Analog is so advanced, so efficiently designed, that it operates for years on an ordinary battery. Superb quality accuracy, easy to read face and hands, handsome styling. That's the Seiko Analog Quartz watch. For men, for women, in fine jewelry at Sanger-Harris.
Brad Sham back at the Orange Bowl with Mel Renfro. 21-14 Steelers over the Cowboys at halftime in the Super Bowl. Well, let's talk about it a little bit. Obviously, the key so far has been Bradshaw's had some time to throw, and Lynn Swann has made a couple of remarkable open field moves. But let's talk about it from an overview point of view first, and we'll break it down, maybe some specific plays. But what are your general thoughts as you watch the first half?
Well, I think it's very evident what's happening out there. The Cowboys have to generate more offense. You know, they're going to have to move the ball a lot better, and we're going to have to put more pressure on Bradshaw. He's got too much time to throw the ball, and he's picking on our secondary. Like I say, Swan, Stallworth have made some incredible catches, and we're going to have to put pressure on Bradshaw and generate more offense.
Right. From the point of view of the defensive backs, and especially the corners. Let's worry about the quarterback first of all. I mean, you know, Bradshaw's out there, and he's got some time, and he's obviously very much on target today. Now, as you're out there looking into his eyes, what are the things that you're thinking about doing that you might be able to do to try to contain him a little bit?
Well, you're going to have to change up. I don't think we've blitzed that much, maybe once or twice.
More of that called for, you think?
We're going to have to do it. We're going to have to change up, go after him, you know, get him thinking, get him jumpy, because he's sitting back there and he's just picking his shots, and we can't let that happen. You know, the cornerback, it's a difficult position to play, you know, to start with. What you have to do is direct all your concentration for 3 to 4 to 5 seconds on your receiver. When you got guys like Swan and Stallworth, you know, that's difficult to do. So the cornerbacks, the defensive people in the secondary are going to need help. And that's from Ed Jones, Harvey Martin, Randy White. The guys up front are going to have to put pressure on Bradshaw.
All right, now let's talk about the one that Stallworth broke, that 75-yarder. Looked like Aaron maybe went for the ball. Either that or just flat missed the tackle. And something like that will kind of break a defense's back when that happens, break your spirit at least momentarily, won't it?
Well, you know, that's true. I don't know how the field is out there. It looks pretty good, but they're slipping a little bit. I think Aaron might have slipped, but the guy put a good move on him, and you know, it's just unfortunate. It looked like people were waiting to see, you know, who's going to get him first, or do I have to go after him? And all of a sudden, it was too late. He was gone. But we're going to have to gang tackle. Everyone's going to have to go after the ball. We're going to have to get a little more excited about what we're doing out there. You know, we're down a few points, but all we need is a little more enthusiasm. 11 guys, 22 guys, 43 guys going after the ball.
All right, I want to talk about Swan in a minute, some of the problems he presents. We'll do that with Mel Renfro when we continue at halftime with the score. The Steelers 21 and the Cowboys 14. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
From the wheat fields out in Kansas to the city by the bay, along the Mississippi, all across the USA. Across the land there's one farm, more people by today. This is it, America, new Chevrolet.
The new Chevrolet, the new generation car bought and embraced by more than 1 million people in its first 2 years. This year, drive the car America has driven to the top. The new Chevrolet, Caprice and Impala for 1979.
From the desert north of Phoenix to the freeways of LA, from the seaports of New England up and down the USA. Coast to coast, there's one car, more people by today. Talking about a winter car, new Chevrolet. See and drive the one car, more people by today. This is it, America, new Chevrolet. This is it, America.
Well, you're going to hear some noise behind us now because they got the sound system jacked up enough they'll hear them in Tallahassee with this thing. I got to just describe momentarily what they've done here. They have spread a big blue and green and white tarp down on the field, and the entire field is covered with this thing that is like a map of the Caribbean Sea. And they've got the islands in the Caribbean dotted out, Trinidad, Tobago, and Curacao, and the Bahamas, the whole shooting match. And they've got dancers and a reggae band and the whole thing. And it's going to be a heck of a pageant. In the meantime, we're up here with Mel Renfro, trying to figure out a little bit what's happening in the Super Bowl. Let's talk about Swan. You played against Swan. What are some of the things you can do to try and contain a guy like that?
Well, it's almost nothing you can do to stop a guy like that. You know, a situation like it is today where Bradshaw's got so much time. He's such a great receiver. You know, in 1975 when we played Pittsburgh, he made some incredible catches. Mark Washington covered him very well. He's almost unstoppable. The pressure, we're going to have to put pressure up front.
I've got kind of negative vibes right now. I think that the last touchdown was such a great throw by Bradshaw because 6 inches either way, and D.D. Lewis has got the interception in the end zone. He's been incredible, and you've got to give him that. I mean, he has had time to throw, but even had he been pressured, it just seems to be the kind of a night where he's so on that the guy can't make any mistakes. So much for biorhythms, by the way. Stallworth is supposed to have a bad day.
What kind of a day was Aaron Kyle supposed to be having?
Good one. And Benny Barnes as well. And the final score, according to the biorhythm expert, was 23-14. He's missed on that one.
Yes, he has.
23-21, perhaps, but that'll be 3 field goals from Raphael Septien. Listen, Brad, one other thing that I noticed when I walked outside that we're not that aware of in here is that wind is really, really blowing. And it's blowing from left to right, so the Cowboys will have the wind at their back in the third quarter, but they'll have to go into it in the fourth. And I had no idea how strong it was out there until I walked outside the booth.
I'll tell you, want to talk about an optimist? There's a sign down there to our right that says, "Go Giants."
There's another sign across the far side that says, "Where are the Broncos?" And the answer is Steamboat Springs, Colorado, which is where the Sweet will be in a week.
There you go. Well, we're ready to get this thing kicked off in the second half and see if the Cowboys can come back. Steelers lead it by a touchdown, 21-14. Septien ready to kick the ball away to Larry Anderson. And with the play-by-play in the second half, here's Verne Lundquist.
Raphael Septien will kick off. We've got 30 minutes to go to settle the World Championship. Here's the kick, fairly short by Septien. Anderson at the 15 on the run. Goes to the 20, 25, to the 30, 35, 40. Down at the 39 finally. A dazzling run by Larry Anderson. A rookie from Louisiana Tech. And the tackle made by Guy Brown. So here come the Pittsburgh Steelers with good shape once again. And they have yet to punt in this ball game. Craig Colquitt hasn't been on the field yet except to hold for Roy Girella. Here comes Pittsburgh as darkness has settled here in Miami, Florida. First down 10. Swan right side, Stallworth left. Bradshaw, 11 for 18 for 253 in the first half. The handoff to Franco Harris. Spins out of a tackle. Is finally caught and dropped by Bob Brunick for a loss back at the 34. Ed Jones had him first, and he slipped that tackle. And he loses a few as Thomas Henderson also is back there. Now the prevent defense comes in for the Cowboys. It'll be a loss of 4, second down 14. And Pittsburgh goes into the wind here in the third quarter. Very strong wind, blowing at about 25 miles per hour. 21-14 Pittsburgh. The last touchdown came on a pass to Rocky Bleier with 26 seconds to go in the half. Bradshaw with the up and down set, a wide split in the backfield. He'll throw. Rolls out to his left, being chased, pulls up, flips it out, incomplete at the 40-yard line. Good pressure supplied that time by Randy White. And Bradshaw still had 3.8 to let it go. It'll be 3rd and 14, Pittsburgh. And the Cowboys prevent defense stays in there. Mike Hegman, Randy Hughes, and David Stalls. Good pressure from Randy White that time. And as Mel told you at halftime, that's what the Cowboys must have, is that pass rush that was not there that much in the first half. It'll be 3rd and 14 at the Steeler 35-yard line. And the opening series of the second half of the 13th Super Bowl. Benny Barnes on the left corner. We'll watch both Lynn Swan and John Stallworth. Now Aaron Kyle goes over to help. T.O. Bell is in the ball game instead of Stallworth. 3rd down 14, 4-man rush. Bradshaw back, rolls out to his right. Stall chasing him. He pulls up, lets it fly. It's caught by Bell, but he is short of the first down at the 43-yard line, and we'll have our first punt of the day. 4.3 that time for Terry Bradshaw to throw the ball. But the Cowboys have held and got a nice hand from the fans who are Cowboy-oriented right in front of us. And Butch Johnson goes back to return the punt, the first one of the afternoon for Craig Colquitt, the rookie, who replaced Bobby Walden, the longtime punter for Pittsburgh. 4th down and 5, and the Cowboys will get it after 4 plays from the Steelers. Here comes the rush. Colquitt kicks it. And it's a very short kick. Johnson calls for the fair catch and makes the grab at the 15-yard line. It was not at all a short kick. I really lost the ball in the lights. Cowboys have it 85 yards away, and they get the ball first down and 15 for the first time here in this quarter. There's a timeout on the field with our score. Pittsburgh 21 and the Cowboys 14. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
Life insurance, the State Farm way. It's an agent, a knowledgeable agent who's burned a good share of midnight oil to get the kind of training and education State Farm's kind of life insurance agent needs.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
details, call your nearest State Farm agent. Look for their listing in the yellow pages.
Here's Cliff Harris for Mercantile Momentum.
I'm not a banker, so Mercantile asked me to talk about momentum. Some people say I play my game too rough, but when you...
Get Mercantile Momentum on your side. Member FDIC.
During the timeout, Tom Landry changed his mind on the play call, and Tom Rafferty comes over to the bench, and Herb Scott ran it in. So Lawless and Scott are in there. Scott was on the bench. I don't know if it was a play selection or maybe Herb had an equipment adjustment to make. Didn't know if he'd get it done in time. So the Cowboys have it for the first time here in the third quarter, and they've got the ball at their own 15-yard line. First down 10, here come the folks. Drew Pearson has not caught a pass. He comes wide right. Tony Hill is in tight to the right, but he'll shift. And a wing set. Now Dorsett goes back in the backfield. Flip to the right side on first down 10. Roger hands it off to Newhouse. Newhouse is jammed up for no gain. That's 7 carries for no gain for Robert Newhouse. And you got to be wondering about Scott Laidlaw on the bench. Jack Lambert made the tackle. Tom Rafferty runs the play in. Looking for Scott on the bench, and I don't see him anywhere. I know he's down there somewhere.
I don't either. I was looking for him, too.
There he is at the 40-yard line, right behind Tom.
Helmet on, ready to go.
Yep, just in case. Loss on the play, as a matter of fact, of 2. It'll be second down 12, back to the 13-yard line. Dwight White is in at defensive end for Pittsburgh now. A wing set. Tony Dorsett, a wing to the right side, now shifts into the backfield. Tony Hill to the right, Drew Pearson to the left. Maximum blitz look for the Steelers now as they come up on the line. Roger rolls out to his right, pumps once, looks deep, goes across the middle, tipped and incomplete, and a flag flies in the defensive secondary. Holding, maybe defensive holding. And if so, the Cowboys will get a first down. That pass was right at Tony, and he dropped it. And we may get a defensive holding call. Roger had 3.2 to let the ball go that time. Looks like it's going to be called on Robin Cole, the rookie linebacker, or the second-year linebacker. 5-yard penalty. We'll put the ball at the 18.5-yard line, and we'll give Dallas a first down.
Number
31, Donnie Shell instead of Robin Cole. First down 10, Dallas at the 18. And they trail by 7 with 12:52 to go in the third quarter. Wind at their back in this period. They trailed Atlanta by 7 in the first playoff game, but this ain't Atlanta they're playing. I formation, a triple I, and Drew Pearson will go in motion. Now comes to the right side. Roger gets the handoff, gives it off to Newhouse. Robert pile drives over right tackle. The block of Rayfield right out across the 20 to the 23-yard line. And his first sizable gain of the day. L.C. Greenwood and Mike Wagner made the tackle.
Yeah, he ran tough, ran through a tackle that Jack Ham tried to hit.
And he's up limping. And Scott Laidlaw is seeing action for the first time. Robert Newhouse is limping off the field. And Scott Laidlaw, who has played so well in the last 6 weeks, sees his first action in the Super Bowl. It's a second down and 5 for the Cowboys. The scoreboard says third down 5. That's wrong. And again, the triple I set. And now a power formation. Dorsett gets back in a triple I. And now Drew Pearson goes in motion wide to the left side. Roger Staubach didn't get the pass called. Delay of game against the Cowboys. Or did Roger call timeout? Yeah, he did. Delay of game, 5-yard penalty. All of that motion in the offensive backfield cost him. Rafferty comes out. Lawless goes in. It's second down and 10. I hear Myron Cope again.
How can you not? You have ears.
With all due respect, I wouldn't like to spend a season in that booth. It's second down and 10 for the Cowboys at the 18. Tony Hill comes to the right side along with Drew Pearson. Billy Joe Dupree is tight to the left. Rogers only 5 out of 10. Dorsett and Laidlaw in the backfield now on second down. Motion from Drew Pearson. Blitz is threatened. Rogers back. Play action. Looks for the screen. Can't find anybody open. Rolls out. He'll run. He's to the 20. He is to the 25. He's hit from behind and down to the 29-yard line. He's close for the first down 10 as Joe Green caught up with the Dodgers. Running for the first time today.
That's a long way for Green to run, and it indicates again what kind of great downfield coverage the Steelers are getting, because Donovan and Scott made very good blocks, and Rayfield Wright, to give Roger plenty of time on pass protection. He just flat didn't have anybody to throw to.
Roger's out there yelling at Billy Joe Dupree. I mean, not Roger, Joe Green is. Here's the stretch of the chain on the near side, and I think he got it.
I think so, too.
He did. First down 10. The Dodgers scrambles for a first down. At the 29-yard line, the Cowboys sustain the drive with 11:41 remaining in the third quarter. Now, Burton Lawless brings the play in. It's first and 10 at the Cowboy 29, and Dallas trailing by 7, 21-14. Drew Pearson comes wide right, so does Tony Hill. Billy Joe Dupree goes tight to the left side. I set in the backfield, now the shift. Split backs. Now Dorsett is back in the I. And again, a blitz look as Drew Pearson goes in motion wide to the left side. Handoff, Dorsett with Scott in front. Spilled at the 30-yard line. Boy, what a tackle. Woof. And I think it was Jack Ham, or is it Robin Cole? It was Steve Furness.
Boy, that was a fierce tackle. And frankly, I thought Tony was going to cut to the outside of Herb Scott, where it seemed to be all the running room was. But he tried to, Landry has said many times, a great running back will just kind of see an opening somewhere and go for it. Tony thought he saw one, and Furness was there, and he filled that thing up in a hurry.
Second down and 9, a gain of 1 for Dorsett, who has 48 yards on 8 carries in the ball game. And here come the Cowboys back at the line of scrimmage. Pearson wide right, Hill wide left, and an I set with Dorsett the deep back and Laidlaw up close. Staubach has it, drops straight back, fakes a screen, looks to his left. He's being chased, pulls up in the pocket. He'll run. He's to the 30, he's to the 35, and cut down up near the 37-yard line. A flag on the far side of the field up near the first down marker. We may have an illegal cut. A double hit downfield.
Scott Laidlaw was open in the left flat, and he kept calling for the ball, and Roger didn't ever look that way, was looking downfield, kept it himself.
Disregard the flag. Inadvertent flag. So it will be third down and about 1. Andy Frederick comes in, Jackie Smith comes in, so we'll have a double tight end set with an extra offensive lineman in there. Drew Pearson and Tony Hill both come out.
Well, 3 tight ends is what we'll have, because Rayfield Wright, does he not, becomes the eligible tackle, the eligible receiver.
Well, Frederick is tight right, Rayfield is tight right, and Jackie Smith comes to the right side. Dorsett is in the wing, now comes in the backfield, and Smith goes wide to the left side and sets up on the wing to the left. It's third down, a long one. The handoff left side for Laidlaw. Scott is caught short. He didn't get it. It'll be fourth down, Dallas.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome when you bring in 2 extra tight ends and you've got to go a yard and you got a tough running back like Laidlaw and you still don't get it. And not only do you not get it, you probably lose about a half a yard. That's awesome.
So it's fourth down, and T.O. Bell waits for it back at the 23-yard line. Danny White has kicked 3 times for only a 35-yard average, and he is back at the 20. Fourth down and 2, and the return is on for the Steelers. D.D. Lewis snaps it back. Very slight rush. Here's the kick by White. This time it's a dandy. Bell back at the 20. Here comes Benny Barnes. He goes right. He is sandwiched and dropped at the 24-yard line. The ball hung for 4.3 seconds that time. Good downfield coverage led by Thomas Henderson and Benny Barnes. And the Steelers take over at their own 24-yard line. There is a timeout on the field with 9:15 remaining in the third. And our score, Pittsburgh 21, the Cowboys 14. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
What is it?
The hash browns patty. Hash browns.
Some people don't know a McDonald's hash brown when they see one.
Your breakfast, Major.
Eggs scrambled fresh?
Fresh scrambled eggs. Check.
Sausage, pork?
Pure pork sausage. Check.
Muffin English? Toasted.
Toasted English muffin.
And
check.
a funny-looking crispy thing.
Hash browns.
Perfect.
2 check, Major.
A major breakfast.
But even though a McDonald's hash brown may look a little funny, it certainly tastes good.
How did you do that? Do what, ma'am?
Stick all my little hash browns into one cute little patty.
Oh, well,
it must take hours and hours.
A unique, funny-looking shape you can eat with your fingers.
Larry, don't eat with your fingers.
But the man with the deep voice, he said I could.
Our crispy golden hash browns are a little funny. we looked in. But one thing's sure, they do go great with whatever we got cooked in.
They are funny looking.
But they're delicious.
Well, I didn't ask delicious. I figured they were delicious.
Oh, okay.
This is McDonald's. But
Yes,
I'll have some.
okay.
I'll have some.
Get ready to smile.
McDonald's hash browns, crisp and golden on the outside, tender on the inside.
Just like our world-famous fries.
But still funny looking.
Served only at breakfast.
We do it all for you.
Back to play with 9:15 to go third quarter. Neither team really able to move the ball here in the opening two series. Cowboys did pick up one first down. But the Steelers have it back now, 76 yards away at their own 24-yard line, going into the strong breeze here in the third quarter, as darkness has completely encircled us here in Miami, Florida. Here comes Pittsburgh. Stallworth comes wide left, and Swan goes wide right. Swan has caught 4. Stallworth has caught 3. Bradshaw, first down 10, in the cockpit under Mike Webster. Long count by Terry. He has it. Play action. No, hands it off. Franco trying to get outside. Ed Jones has him. Lost him at the 21. Ed Too Tall Jones made the tackle for a loss of 3. They cannot run against the Cowboys. If they couldn't pass, it'd be all over. But they are passing so well. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, but Ed has been brilliant against the run today, hasn't he? He has really shut that thing off, especially every time they've tried to go outside.
Absolutely. That's another loss of 2. It's second down and 12. Bradshaw, or rather Harris, now 15 carries for 34 yards. Here come the Steelers back at the line. Cowboys, second down and 12 defense. Henderson moves up in the line, threatening a blitz to prevent defenses in there. Here's Bradshaw handing it off to Rocky Blyer, and he's going to pick up about 1.5 yards. He may have gotten it back to the original line of scrimmage as Henderson made the tackle. It'll be third down 10. And the Steelers, who were so good on third down conversions, 6 out of 9 in the first half, are 0 for 1 so far in this half, and they have a third down 10 coming up right now. Actually, third down 11 as Blyer got only 1 yard. And that's only Rocky's second carry of the ball game. Well, who's it going to be? Swan, Stallworth, or Grossman?
Yeah, there you go.
Let's set them for you. Grossman is tight right, and both Swan and Stallworth come wide to the left side. Third and 11 Pittsburgh, and the blitz threatened by Henderson once again. Now motion from Rocky Blyer wide right. Flag is down as Bradshaw's back. Sets up, flag or whistle now, and the play is called dead.
Time, maybe.
Let's see. The linesman on the near side, the dear Jack Fetty. Illegal procedure against Pittsburgh.
I think it was too much time.
Then why did he do his hands like this?
Oh. That's a good question.
We'll get the answer here in a minute.
That's a very good question.
Illegal procedure? Well, it may have been too much time also.
Yeah.
Could have been. Did you have a good dinner last night?
Had a great dinner last night. Did not get bit by a jellyfish.
I tried to run to New Zealand through the Atlantic Ocean. It's third down and 16. 7:48 remaining third quarter. 21-14 Pittsburgh. This time Stallworth wide left and Swan wide right. Third and 16, and Bradshaw has it. He's back to throw. He's at the 7. Pulls up, lets it fly left side. Charlie Waters almost picks it off, and the pass is incomplete. It's fourth down, and the Cowboys have held again. That time, 3 seconds for Bradshaw to get rid of the ball. But the Steelers have failed to pick up a first down on their first 2 series here in the second half. A good sign if the Cowboy offense could get cranked up and move one in now.
I'm going to tell you something, though. They are doing a great job, the Steeler line is, on Harvey and Randy on the right side. Because they tried to run a stunt, and Randy got knocked to his knees.
Craig Colquitt is back at the 5, and the Cowboys have everybody up. Let's see if they're coming. No, they're not. The return is on. Here's Colquitt's kick, fairly short. Johnson has it at the 46, the 50, the 45. He's down at the Pittsburgh 42-yard line. That kick was in the air for only 3.2, and the Cowboys come out only 42 yards away, and the fans are on their feet. There is a timeout on the field with our score, Pittsburgh 21, Dallas 14. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
Think of yourself in a special way, in a new Monte-Carlo by Chevrolet. Think of yourself behind the wheel, enjoy that special Monte-Carlo feel, sitting tall, feeling proud.
Think of of yourself in a personal world of space, comfort, and hushed luxury, with a satisfying feel of the road under you and crisp, classic styling around you that says, this is something special. And it is Monte Carlo by Chevrolet. Drive one and reward yourself.
Think of yourself behind the wheel. Enjoy that special Monte Carlo feel. Sitting tall, feeling proud.
The new Monte Carlo by Chevrolet.
Put a little distance between yourself and the crowd.
When this is all over, I have a feeling we will look back at this current series and describe it as critical. The Cowboys get the ball at the Steeler 42-yard line. And they trail by 7 in the third quarter, 7:31 to go. With the win behind them, almost mandatory that they push this thing in.
And they've had a great defensive effort so far in the third quarter. They have shut the Steelers down. Again, they've got the field position. Well, that's just a biggie. This right here is a biggie.
Cowboys are huddled back at the 50. They break. Billy Joe goes to the left side. So does Drew Pearson, and Tony Hill comes wide to the right. Scott Laidlaw still at fullback for the Cowboys, along with Tony Dorsett in the backfield. The I formation now on first down 10. See if Staubach might be throwing on first down. Blitz look, everybody coming. A pitch back to Staubach from Dorsett. Going deep for Tony Hill. Man-for-man coverage in the end zone, incomplete. Nobody was fooled. Nobody was fooled. Great coverage down there from Ron Johnson, the cornerback.
That was sensational coverage. As a matter of fact, Blunt had great coverage on Drew on the other side, because as he tossed it back, I tried to get a quick shot of both wide receivers and both corners, and I mean Johnson and Blunt just did not take the fake, and there was nowhere to throw it.
Oh, man, and a blitz as well.
Well, you've just got to be impressed with the Steelers.
That's right. Second down 10, Cowboys at the 42. Hill goes left side against Mel Blunt this time. And Drew Pearson is in the backfield with the Cowboys. He will probably come to the right side before the snap. He does, starts in motion. I formation. Roger has it. Pitch out. Dorsett goes right. Darts to the outside to the 40. Cut down at the 38. It'll be third down and about 7. Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification. This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Who's planning your retirement? If you are, find out about the high-interest, tax-deferred retirement plan that's the talk of the town. IRA, the individual retirement account at First Texas Savings of Dallas.
Metro Media Radio for the Metroplex. KRLD, Dallas.
Tony Hill got knocked dizzy on the last play and is out of the ball game. And Robert Steele, the rookie free agent from North Alabama, is in there. Butch Johnson and Drew Pearson go left side. Robert Steele comes wide right. Shotgun formation. Preston Pearson also in the ball game. Blitz look. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Roger back. Looks deep. Drills it. It's caught for the first down at the 30-yard line. Preston Pearson has the catch, his second of the game. Lambert with the tackle. And Roger had 3.5 seconds that time. Good offensive line blocking.
Yes, sir. They were very tough. Donovan, Fitzgerald, Wright. Really, the offensive line has done a pretty decent job, although Roger has been sacked a couple times. But some of that has not been because the blocking hasn't been there. It's because the Steelers' secondary coverage has been so good that the line has maintained a block for 4 and 5 seconds on occasion. And after a while, you know, the guy who can use his hands is going to get through.
Double tight end set this time. Jackie Smith is in. Tony Hill still on the bench. Smith in motion, wide left where Drew Pearson is. The handoff, Dorsett, power sweep to the right, cuts back inside the 30 and is spilled at the 28-yard line. Jack Ham made the tackle. 5:40 to go, third quarter.
And Lambert, who sliced back in there, and they've tried to run that play twice now in the last couple of plays. That little pitch to the right and have Tony cut back inside, and Lambert is just getting loose. They're going to have to do something about that.
Dorsett with 53 yards on 10 carries. It's second down 9 with 5:18 to go, and the Cowboys on the Pittsburgh 29-yard line. Tony Hill back in the ball game this time, wide to the right side. Drew Pearson is wide left. Roger Staubach under John Fitzgerald. Hands it off to Laidlaw on the delay. Scott comes left, drives down to the 22. It'll be third down and about 2 for the first down as Lambert makes the tackle.
But before he did that, he got shoved 4 yards back by Herb Scott, who was pulling and took dead aim at Jack Lambert. So obviously they know that they've got to do something about Lambert. And Herbie pulled around from the left side, cut back in through the block, and Laidlaw with a fine run. And now the Cowboys with a big, big third down.
Deja vu. They tried this earlier with Jackie Smith, Andy Frederick, and Billy Joe Dupree as tight ends on a 3rd down 2 and lost a yard. Let's see what they can do now at the Steeler 22-yard line. Split backs behind Staubach. Dorsett to the left. Tony gets the handoff. Power sweep right. Caught behind the line. Cuts for the 20. Spurts down to the 18-yard line. First down, Cowboys.
If you're a Cowboy fan, get up and give a standing ovation to Tom Rafferty and Billy Joe Dupree and Rayfield Wright and Jackie Smith, because those were the guys throwing the blocks on the right side, and Rafferty, pulling in particular, got a great block to lead it out in front. And as they did to begin the game, the Cowboys are now moving the ball on the ground, and this is the kind of game the Cowboy linemen like best to play. Drive it, punch it, keep it on the ground, and we will establish our strength if you just give us some time and the opportunity to do that.
Ball officially at the 17-yard line. Tony Hill breaks and goes left. Drew Pearson comes right. Dorsett in the wing, comes back in the backfield. Laidlaw now shifts to the right side. Roger Staubach, long count. Finally has it, drops back to throw. Looks across the middle, rolls out. Fires it for Dupree, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Donnie Shell was there on the coverage. He threw it over him a little bit, but the Steelers worked a stunt in the line, and Joe Green looped around from tackle around end, and he had a bead on Roger, so there was pressure.
Roger is now 6 out of 13 for 102 yards. It's 2nd down and 10, Cowboys at the 17-yard line, with 3:26 to go in the 3rd quarter, and Pittsburgh still holding on to a 7-point lead.
But you just can't get down to the 17 on 1st down and not score.
That's right.
You just must get in there.
Drew Pearson goes left against Mel Blunt. Tony Hill comes right against Ron Johnson. And the Steelers come up in a max blitz look. Now they drop one safety back, Mike Wagner. Wide split behind Roger Staubach. The safety blitz is on. Roger hands it off to Tony Dorsett. Breaks to the left to the 10, and he's got it at the 9-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Donnie Shell made the tackle.
They dropped Shell off on the blitz look, but then they brought the other safety up, and Roger tried to beat that blitz and did by running the draw, but let me give Shell a lot of credit because Dupree was downfield looking for the block. And Shell made a great cut to avoid the block and be there where Dorsett was. Otherwise, Tony's in the end zone. That's a great individual effort by Shell, but a good call by the Cowboys and a good dash by Tony.
3rd down and 3 for the Cowboys at the 10 where they have spotted the ball. And Pat Haggerty says, timeout, Dallas. Some confusion with the play selection, and the Cowboys have used one of their 3 timeouts. There's a momentary break in the action, so let's pause for this. You're listening to Dallas Cowboy Football.
Here's a new way to tune in Cowboy games on KRLD wherever you are. An AM/FM headset radio that's only $29.95 at Radio Shack. It's lightweight and hands-free for use even when jogging, cycling, or doing yard work. Because it's a headphone radio, you enjoy private listening even at the game. The padded ear cushions seal out crowd noise, and in the cold weather, keep your ears warm. So hear Cowboy action on KRLD the new way with a $29.95 headset radio that's available only at the 80 Dallas-Fort Worth Radio Shack stores.
At least twice in this drive, the Cowboys have had 3rd downs. They converted on a pass to Preston Pearson. They converted on a run by Tony Dorsett. And they now have a 3rd down and a short 3 yards to go. I say short 3 as opposed to a long 2. Either way, it's a mile.
It's a long 3 from that point of the field, the way the Steelers are playing today. Gene Shaw's work as our statistician is being enjoyed by the fans who are looking in. There's a couple guys that have put their binoculars on it to have a look at the stat board so they can be kept up to date.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Well, what do you call?
A 1st down.
How about a rollout pass?
Yeah.
How about a run-pass option to the right side? Using the 3 tight ends that you've got and perhaps looking for Jackie Smith or Rayfield Wright as an eligible receiver. Perhaps Jackie Smith more so than Rayfield Wright.
Yeah. And even, of course, the 1st down is what you've got to get down to about the 8, but you might even, under circumstances like that, be able to float somebody into the back of the end zone.
Could happen. Here comes Butch Johnson. Now, this is interesting. 3rd down and 3. Johnson, Preston Pearson, Tony Hill, and Drew Pearson have come in the lineup. Preston comes out. Butch comes out.
Well, Staubach wanted the power play, and Landry sends in the passing players. Now Tony and Drew come out.
That's kind of crazy. I don't know what that was all about.
That's a difference of opinion between QB and coach, I think.
Well, we'll have to check on that one. Cowboys have the power offense in there now, and the 4 guys who went in have come out. It's 3rd down and 3, Dallas at the Pittsburgh 10. Here come the Cowboys. Dupree goes to the left. Jackie Smith and Rayfield Wright are the tight ends to the right side. And Scott Laidlaw is behind Roger Staubach. Dorsett on a wing to the left. He stays there. Now goes in motion wide across the backfield to the right side. Roger back to throw. Has a man open in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown drop. Dropped in the end zone. Jackie Smith all by himself.
Scott Laidlaw threw the block of the year on Jack Ham to give him time, and Jackie was all alone, and Roger drilled it in there, and it popped right out.
Oh, bless his heart. He's got to be the sickest man in America. He was so open.
And the Cowboys are just converging on him on the bench to say, it's all right, Jack, we'll get it back. Septien will try 3 points, and where they spot the ball, it'll be about a 27-yard field goal, but that one might have been 6 points.
Raphael Septien will kick. Oh, Jackie was so wide open in the end zone, it was incredible. And he could not hang on to the ball. Septien will try it. It'll be marked at the 17, a 27-yard field goal to make it 21-17. Tom Rafferty over the ball. Here's the snap. Septien's kick is up. He got it. So the Cowboys get something out of this with 2:36 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's 21-17, and the sense of have you been here before sets in. That was the final score of Super Bowl 10.
Well, I'll tell you what. Jackie Smith probably would like to have it all over again. You're right, he's got to be the sickest man in the country.
Bless his heart.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't even want to talk about it. I feel so sorry for him because I had a chance to just walk over to him in the locker room before the game, and there weren't words necessary.
Right, we both did.
We just shook hands and walked away. And he was so up for it, and oh, bless his heart. 21-17. Cowboys have broken the ice here in this quarter.
Yes, and nonetheless, the Cowboys marched down the field. They moved the ball. They got 3 points. And if they can hang top, this picture looks a little brighter.
So Raphael Septien will kick off for the Cowboys. Larry Anderson is deep. He's been brilliant on kick returns today. Here's the boot by Septien. Goes to the left side and will go out of bounds at the 3-yard line. He'll have to kick it from the 30. And a little altercation going on at the 32-yard line. Come back and try it once again.
I don't think I'll ask Jack about that.
Oh, me either. Can you imagine how he'll feel if the Cowboys should lose this thing? The torment must be just unimaginable.
Waited all his life to get in the Super Bowl, wants so much to win it, so much to help this club that gave him the opportunity to come back in and play, and just couldn't hold on, and he's standing down there on the sidelines now doing knee bends, trying to shake the cobwebs out. He's enough of a pro that he knows he can't dwell on it. He can't think about it. He's got to shake it off and come back. He's standing right there on about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, see him walking back and forth, pacing. Okay, Septien will kick it from the 30 this time, and the Pittsburgh receivers move up accordingly. Anderson is now at the 11-yard line. Here's Raphael's approach. This time it's straight down the center. Anderson will grab it at the 9, to the 10, to the 15, comes left to the 20, 25, cut down at the 28-yard line. Good tackle by Dennis Thurman. And Anderson and Thurman get up and shake hands. Steelers don't have a first down in the 3rd quarter, and we've got 2:20 remaining. They're 0 for 2 on their 2 possessions. Cowboy defense really came alive here in the 2nd half. Bradshaw, 11 of 18 for 253 in the 1st half, has completed 1 of 3 for 8 yards so far. Here's Pittsburgh back at the line of scrimmage, leading now by 4. Bradshaw under Mike Webster. D.D. Lewis goes out to help on Stallworth. Long count by Bradshaw, may be changing. I'm sure he is. He's audible at the line. Handoff. Franco Harris comes left, runs into Randy White, and is knocked down at the 32. Larry Cole was also there to help out. Bob Brunig, last man up, was a part of the tackle. 2:06 to go, 3rd quarter. 21-17. Steelers leading the Cowboys. Septien has kicked his first field goal in the Super Bowl.
That is kind of eerie, isn't it, to look up at that scoreboard and see that up there?
Seems like I've seen it before. Swan goes right. Theo Bell is in the ball game. He comes wide left. And again, D.D. Lewis goes out to help Aaron Kyle on him. Now D.D. goes back in the line. It's 2nd down and 7. Bradshaw, play action, fakes and goes back to throw. Being chased, pulls up in the pocket, finally fires it deep. It's tipped and incomplete.
Well, I mean, Ed Jones almost got to it. Ed really harassed him.
4.3 seconds for Bradshaw that time.
But that was not 4.3 seconds of drop back, and scratch your nose and look around and wave to Mom. And I mean, that was moving around and with Ed right there in his face and Randy coming in hard behind him. And Ed's limping off.
Ed Jones is injured and is out of the ball game. And Larry Bethea will go in. Nope, now Bethea comes back out.
He wants to go in. Look at him.
Larry Cole moves to the left end spot, and they've got Dave Stalls at left tackle. It's 3rd down and 7 Pittsburgh at their own 32-yard line. Swan right, Stallworth left. Here's Bradshaw, straight back. Here comes the rush. He's in the pocket. Pulls up, rolls out to the right. Being chased by Larry Cole. Lets it fly, and it's caught for the 1st down at the 43-yard line. Incredible play.
Well, they had him running all over the field. Kyle finally made the tackle on Theo Bell.
There's a player down at the 25, and I can't see who it is.
It's a Steeler player. We ought to say that, first of all.
I cannot tell who it is.
Not from the view he's giving us, no. They join me, won't you?
Yes.
Moon over Miami. You must understand, friends, that the player, whoever he is bent over with his backside to us on his elbows. And the part of his uniform that we can see looks the same on all the Steeler players. Now he straightens up a little for us to tell that it's Jerry Mullins. Oh, I see. We have a microphone problem again. May I do this? There's a momentary break in the action, so let's pause for this. You're listening to Dallas Cowboys football.
Well, I'm the kind of man who does things right. I take pride in my work and enjoy my life. And when I use cement mix, I use Saccrete, yeah. Saccrete will set a post and build a patio. I made a barbecue pit and I was ready for more. So I fixed the cracks in my driveway yesterday. I made a neat flower box, a brand new step, and I fenced off my yard with just a little help. So when I think cement mix, I think Saccrete. You just add water.
Bradshaw completes the pass to Theo Bell with 1:17 or 1:11 rather remaining in the 3rd quarter, and that's the first Steeler 1st down of the 2nd half. Now Bell comes wide left. He's in there in place of Stallworth, and Lynn Swan goes wide right, where Benny Barnes waits for him. Bradshaw calling out to his wide receivers. Has the ball. Play action, quick screen out to Swan. Swan drops the football. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
You really have to go back and look at that 1st down play again. The pressure was there, and it was there from several sides, and they flushed him out of the pocket, and they got him on the roll, and Stalls was giving chase. And finally, Bradshaw got loose of the thing and flipped it downfield. And you can't really blame Aaron Kyle because he's chasing everybody around, as they all were. But Bell just ran free.
2nd down, 10, Pittsburgh. They come up to the line of scrimmage, and Theo Bell comes left against Aaron Kyle and D.D. Lewis. And Lynn Swan is wide right. Bradshaw, long count. Cowboys, no blitz look. Bob Brunig changes the defensive signal as Bradshaw audibles, and he drops straight back. The rush is coming. Bradshaw goes deep on the right side. The pass is dropped at the 42-yard line of the Cowboys. Benny Barnes with a great hit on Lynn Swan to force the incompletion because contact had been made, Swan and the ball.
There was a fine play by Benny, and Bradshaw again drilled the pass out there, but Benny was not to be beaten that time, so Pittsburgh is going to have 3rd down and 10.
They are 1 out of 3 on 3rd down conversions here in the 3rd quarter. The prevent defense comes in. Dave Stahl, Mike Hegman, and Randy Hughes. Ed Jones, by the way, is back in the lineup for the Cowboys. He's at left end. Stahl's at left tackle. Randy White and Harvey Martin. It's 21-17 with 44 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Theo Bell comes wide left. Lynn Swan wide right. Bradshaw looks at Bell. Now looks at Swan. Now kneels down under Mike Webster. Blitz look for the Cowboys. Bradshaw is back. Blitz is on. They got him. Randy White wraps him up at the 41-yard line. Hughes was also there.
The Cowboys, when they have blitz today, have had great success with it. And Mel Renfro said at halftime, I think they better blitz some more. But when they have gone to that, as they did late in the second quarter, it worked. And it worked there, and it's going to cause the Steelers to kick it away. And this game, with 36 seconds left to play in the third quarter, is a long, long way from being over.
Boy, give the Cowboy defense all kinds of credit for a turnaround here in the third quarter. Craig Colquitt is back, and the Cowboys look like they may be coming. Aaron Kyle comes out to the right side. Dallas is dancing around. Very slight pressure from Colquitt, and the kick is a great one. Butch Johnson has it at the 6-yard line. Goes left. He's to the 10, the 15, to the 20, 25, 27-yard line. That's a super return by Butch Johnson. That is a super return by Butch, who almost was dropped back at the 5. And the kick was in the air for 4.2.
He could have easily been trapped back at the 10-yard line, and instead he weaseled that thing all the way out to the 27, and the Cowboys will have reasonable field position under the circumstances, considering what they might have had with 9 seconds left in the period.
Of course, the decision usually in a situation like that is let it go if it's inside the 10, but Butch had committed himself, and to his credit, got it out to the 28. Final play, perhaps, of the third quarter, 21-17 Pittsburgh. Dorsett and Laidlaw in the backfield behind Roger Staubach on first down 10. Roger under Fitzgerald, hands it off to Dorsett. Tony is caught at the line, shakes a tackle, gets to the 30, sticks his head down, and is stopped at that spot by Donnie Shell. Did a good job just to pick up a tough 2. That's the end of the quarter with our score, Pittsburgh 21 and the Cowboys 17. Dallas Cowboy football continues after this word.
Hey, Dallas Cowboy fans! How would you like to pin the Cowboys to the wall? It's easy if you know how. All you have to do is stop in at more than 700 participating Texaco Good Guys, and for a nominal price, walk out with a beautiful full-color poster of the entire 78 Dallas Cowboy team. It measures a big 23 by 36 inches, and it's suitable for framing. On one side is the official picture of the Super Bowl champs, signed by all the players, and a blown-up picture of the Super Bowl XII championship ring. On the reverse side, you'll find exciting shots of Tom Landry's football machine in high gear, plus an 8.5 by 11 picture of one of the best quarterbacks in football, Roger Staubach. There's even a collection of facts and figures on the team's history to help you settle any arguments. There's so much here, you may want to display both sides at once. So you can get 2 of these posters at your participating Texaco Good Guy. See him today for details and pin the Cowboys to the wall twice.
KRLD, the Cowboy Station.
We are 15 minutes away from a determination of which team becomes the first in National Football League history to win 3 Super Bowl championships. The Cowboys with a dominant factor in quarter number 3. They shaved the margin to with only 4, and it's 21-17 as we start the final quarter. Verne Lundquist along with Brad Sham here in our telephone booth on the 25-yard line in the Orange Bowl in Miami.
Superman would barely have room to change clothes in here.
Crowd count today, 78,656. Not many no-shows. Not at all. Not for this one. And the weather cleared up just before it got dark. And my microphone continues to go in and out, so I'm just going to stay here and hold it for a while. Got a little switch that's giving us problems.
Now the Cowboy offense must continue to assert itself, and I think, Verne, in spite of the fact that it's the fourth quarter, they've got to run the ball for a while. I really do. I think they've got to try to grind the thing out a little bit and try to establish the fact that the Steelers will not pull away from them and will not be able to tee off on Staubach. They've all got to shake off Jackie's problem with that pass in the end zone and make themselves realize that it was a successful play, and that kind of execution they can get back. But if they can grind it out, that's the key, and they're ready to try it now in the fourth quarter.
Back to play. Dallas has it second down and 8 at the 30-yard line. Roger Staubach sends Laidlaw to the right side. Dorsett to the left. First down, or second down, Roger pumps, goes deep, and the pass is up in the air, tipped and incomplete. It'll be third down and 8.
Badly thrown ball, although the coverage on Drew Pearson was very good by Ron Johnson out on the right side of the Cowboys formation, but Roger threw it high. Drew was inside of Johnson, a little bit lower, and I think he's got a shot at the catch.
Drew still does not have a catch this afternoon. They went deep for him for 6 once, but have not been throwing that many at him. It's 3rd down and 8. And the spread formation for the Cowboys. Roger 5 yards back. Max blitz look. Now they drop off. Tony Dungy comes back. Wagner drops back. Staubach's back to throw. Fires a screen out. It's caught by Laidlaw. He's to the 35, the 40. First down, Cowboys at the 43. Scott Laidlaw with the catch coming out of the backfield. No, it's Tony Dorsett. I thought it was Laidlaw. It was 33 instead of 35, but it's a first down 10, Dallas, on a 3rd down conversion.
That was a heck of a move by Dorsett because the ball was a little bit overthrown, and Tony had to make a loop and come all the way back to the ball. He makes the catch extended and then is able to hang on and keep his balance and keep his feet and get a first down. That was really a heck of a play.
Tony Hill comes out. Jackie Smith is in the ball game. Jackie goes tight to the right along with Billy Joe Dupree.
Think he wants the ball?
I think he'd love to have the ball. Dorsett and Laidlaw behind Staubach on first down 10. Cowboy 43-yard line. Handoff. Tony Dorsett goes right, hit by Lambert behind the line. What marvelous defensive play by Jack Lambert.
He is having a fine, fine day. He really is a factor in the game, without any question.
Tony, by the way, has 67 yards so far in the ball game. Now Burton Lawless brings the play in. Fitzgerald is coming out. Jackie Smith is coming out. I think John lost a shoe. Looks that way. So Rafferty goes in at center. Now Jim Cooper hurries into the ball game, and Rafferty will come out. Cooper's late. Now Rafferty goes, and Cooper gets there.
Oh, boy.
And they break the huddle, and will have to hurry to beat the 30-second clock, which has 7 seconds remaining on it. It's 2nd down and 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staubach has it. Draw play. Laidlaw goes left. 45, 46, 47, 48. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Lambert made the tackle. Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification. This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Get the complete rundown of the Cowboy game Monday on KRLD. The Cowboy Hour, 6 to 6:15. The Tom Landry Show, 6:15 to 7. Aztec Sham. All on KRLD, the Cowboy station.
3rd down, 5, Cowboys. They converted on 3rd down last time they had it. They have the ball at their own 48. They trail by 4 in the World Championship game. In the final quarter with 12:38 remaining, a spread formation for the Cowboys. Roger has it and drops back. The protection is good. A 4-man rush. Goes across the middle, and the ball is batted down in the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass.
And I think it was L.C. Greenwood who got a hand on it right in the middle of everything. And there's a big defensive play for the Steelers, who now have to just sit back and play defense.
Theo Bell goes back to return the punt of Danny White. It'll be 4th down and 5 with 12:29 to go in the game. 21-17 ball game. Bell waits for it at the 13-yard line. And Danny obviously will try and plant this thing out of bounds deep inside the 20. D.D. Lewis snaps it back. Danny takes his time, thinks about running, now finally kicks it to the right side. It takes a Cowboy bounce and is killed at the 9-yard line. There's also a flag down at the 45-yard line, so hold everything.
You tend to think that could be an illegal receiver downfield, and that's exactly what it is.
So the Cowboys will have to do it again.
Well, there's a shame, because the special teams, as we said earlier, has got to be so big in this game. Danny got a great punt away. Benny Barnes had great coverage, killed it at the 9. All for naught because someone on the left side broke the containment too quickly, and Danny's going to have to kick it again.
It'll be a 4th down 10 this time. And that was a marvelous kick because it had been killed at the 9-yard line. But they've got to do it again. Here's a call from Pat Haggerty. We'll try and pick it up. Dennis Thurman was the man who was illegally downfield. And Danny is back to try it again. Theo Bell waits for it at the 17-yard line. We'll try it once again. White is back at the 28-yard line. D.D. Lewis snaps it back. Here comes Danny with the kick. Line drive shot. Chases Bell back to the 8. He gets it at the 8, comes right to the 10, and is cut down at the 13-yard line. Hollywood Henderson got down there and cut him down.
Oh, that's a heck of a play by Henderson down there on punt coverage.
Was it ever? Whew. So Pittsburgh gets it back with 12:08 remaining. 55 yards, 50 yards on the kick. There's a timeout on the field with our score. Pittsburgh 21, the Cowboys 17. Dallas Cowboy football continues in a moment.
Cheech-a-check, 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 Jack in the box. We're really cooking now. A jumbo jack, a Moby Jack, a bonus jack. A super scoop of fries, I have a breakfast jack. The onion ring, the natural thing, the secret sauce is still the bomb. The tacos really taco, and the food never stops at Jack in the box. The food never stops at Jack in the box. Cheech-a-check, 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 Jack in the box. Now you're cooking, Jack. Cheech-a-check.
Jack in the Box restaurants.
Jack in the box. We're really cooking now.
If you were sick or hurt and couldn't work, would your family be hurting too without your paycheck? See your nearby State Farm agent for the health insurance plan you need today. It's money you need for the people you love.
And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Give your nearest Metroplex State Farm agent a call. Look for their listing in the Yellow Pages.
Ball has been spotted just short of the 15, so officially it will be the 15-yard line. Pittsburgh has it with the wind behind them here in the fourth quarter, and they hold on to a 21-17 lead, but they have picked up just one first down in the last 18 minutes. And they were awesome in the first half offensively. Steelers break and come to the line of scrimmage. Rocky Bleier, Franco Harris, the setbacks. Bradshaw, the quarterback. Theo Bell, I don't know if Stallworth is injured, but he hasn't played much in the second half. Bell is wide right, Swan right, wide to the right side, and Bell left. Up and down set, Pittsburgh. Bradshaw has it, pitch out. Franco Harris comes right, jammed up, knocked down at the 17. Ed, Too Tall Jones, and Harvey Martin and Larry Cole are all a part of it. It's a gain of 2. Franco has 39 yards now on 18 carries.
Well, they're just not running on the Cowboys, and that obviously puts so much more pressure on both the pass rush and especially on the cornerbacks as well.
Bradshaw, 13 of 25 for 273, but most of that in the first half. Again, Bell to the left side, and Swan to the right on second down 8. Cowboys show the blitz look. They're coming. Bradshaw just flips it out to get rid of the blitz. He was about to be buried by Randy White, and it'll be third down and 8. Boy, I tell you, that was a dump if you've ever seen one. And Brunig was also coming, so was D.D. Lewis. It'll be third down 8. How do you like a turnover?
Oh, apple, cherry, doesn't make any difference.
Yes, isn't that the truth?
Got to be a turnover, and then the momentum swings the other way. It's starting to turn a little bit.
Yep.
But you can't really say, I mean, it's almost back to an even keel game now, but the problem is you've spotted the bad guys 4 points.
Here come the Steelers, and Bell goes to the left against Aaron Kyle. Lynn Swan comes wide right on third down 8 at the Pittsburgh 16-yard line. Bradshaw under Mike Webster. He's back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He flips it out left side. It is caught by somebody, and they're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, the spot there is critical, and I'm not sure. It was Grossman, I think.
Yeah.
And the question is whether he caught it in first down territory or not before Cliff Harris wrapped him up. The officials think he did. That's going to be a judgment call, and you got to say they're right down there, so you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Big play by Bradshaw, huh?
Yep, sure was. First down 10 at the 26 officially, and here come the Steelers. 10:51 remaining in Super Bowl 13. Bell left side, Swan right side. And Bradshaw with split backs behind him. Grossman tight to the right side on first down 10. Now the offensive line is set, and Bradshaw will throw. Drops back, here comes the rush. He fires it out. It's caught down low at the 39-yard line by Lynn Swan. Another first down for the Steelers, and Terry let it go in 2.1 that time.
Swan curled right in front of Benny Barnes, and the way that Harris and Waters are talking to each other, it makes me think that there may be some confusions in the coverages back there in the secondary.
So for the first time here in this half, the terrible towels come out in the Pittsburgh section. They haven't had much to cheer about, but that's 2 first downs in succession, and the flip this time to the left side with Theo Bell and Lynn Swan. It's first and 10 at the Pittsburgh 39-yard line. Bradshaw, long count. Finally has his offensive line set. Pitch out, quick side to Franco Harris. Goes left, and Randy White and Aaron Kyle knock him down after a gain of 3.
had great pursuit from D.D. Lewis, and that's exactly what the Steelers were taking advantage of, because D.D. came from the weak side and pursued right past the play on the pitch. And you just got to give the Steelers an awful lot of credit for execution. They are finding what Tom Landry likes to call the soft spots in the defense, and they are taking advantage of it.
Second down and 5, 9:21 to go. Here comes Pittsburgh, 21-17. They lead. Swan right, Bell left. And Bradshaw, the signal caller. Safety blitz is on. Bradshaw's back, going deep and man for man. Benny and Lynn Swan are down there, and the pass is incomplete, and there's going to be a flag on Barnes. They're tripping.
Yeah, they're going to call a trip, and I just don't believe that was intentional, but there isn't any question. Barnes fell down, and Swan tripped over Benny's feet. Now then it becomes intent. I'm sure Benny did not intend to do that, and that's exactly what he's telling the back judge down there, but it's going to go for naught. That's going to be a tripping call on pass interference. It's Fred Swearingen, the field judge, who threw that flag. And it was a late flag, too, Verne.
Yes, it was.
I mean, if he's going to throw it, you throw it maybe when the guy goes down, but he waited until Swan tried to make the reception on his knees. The ball landed, then came the flag. Is he one? No, I'm not going to say that.
Nope. Pass interference on Benny Barnes. First down 10. Pittsburgh at the Cowboy 23-yard line. 9:05 to go. Bell goes left. Swan comes right. And Bradshaw has Blyer in a wing to the right side with Franco Harris the only setback. Bradshaw has it. Quick screen out to Swan. He's got blockers in front. Shakes a tackle. Goes left. Shakes another. Buried at the 15-yard line. Harvey Martin finally got there and made a sandwich of it. It's a pickup of 2. 8:49 remaining in this ball game. And the ball is just inside the 20-yard line.
That flag is going to turn out, I have a feeling, to be awfully critical.
Yeah, and awfully controversial. There's no question that Swan was tripped, but it becomes intent. It's second down and 8.
He tripped. The question is, was he tripped?
Yes. Bell goes left. Swan comes right. Bradshaw 16 of 29 for 299 yards, a Super Bowl record. Blitz is threatened by the Cowboys. Bradshaw hands it off to Franco Harris. The power sweep to the right. Franco is caught on a brilliant defensive play and dragged down at the 19. D.D. Lewis did one heck of a job of fighting off the block of Jerry Mullins. It'll be third down with 7:59 to go. It'll be 3rd and 7. Now they're going to mark the ball down inside the 20, and it'll be 3rd down and about 5. Prevent defense for the Cowboys. Harvey Martin limps off a little bit, and Larry Bethea takes his place. Here comes Pittsburgh on 3rd down. Now they've ruled it 4 yards. Both wide receivers wide right. Bradshaw has been intercepted once in the ball game by D.D. Lewis back early. Bradshaw looks over the Cowboy defense, which is uptight, showing a blitz tendency. He may be changing. Here comes the max blitz. Bradshaw's back. They've got him. Haul him down at the 30-yard line. Thomas Hollywood Henderson. And now, delay of game against Pittsburgh, and they're not going to let the play stand. Oh, they're not going to let the play stand. They're going to mark off 5 yards and give Pittsburgh another shot. The ball had been whistled dead before the play began.
Okay, that's obviously something we can't hear from up here.
Right. How big was that? 3rd and 9 from the 22 with 7:17 to go in the ball game. Bell left side, Swan right. Cowboys do not show a blitz tendency this time. Bradshaw back in the cockpit, has split backs behind him. Long count by Terry. He hands it off to Franco Harris, who has a huge hold of the 10 to the 5, in for the touchdown, standing up.
24-yard draw play. Perfect call. And actually, it wasn't a draw so much as it was a quick trap up the middle. And the Cowboys expecting the ball to be thrown on 3rd down and long yardage, 3rd and 9 from the 24. And they called a quick trap up the middle. The blocking was perfect. Harris made a great run. And the Steelers really have a leg up on this Super Bowl now.
Franco Harris now is the all-time Super Bowl rushing leader with 308 yards in 3 games. He breaks the record held by Larry Zonka. And that is by far the longest run of the day for the Pittsburgh Steelers and makes it 27-17 with Girella's extra point to come. And here comes some idiot out of the stands.
We're waving a terrible towel.
Yep. Here's the extra point attempt by Girella. It's up. A flag is down. And the security forces still haven't gotten this idiot off the field. Now here they come, and the chase begins. He's being followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and they get him down in the end zone finally. The extra point, meanwhile, has not been registered on the scoreboard. It says 27-17 up there, and while we were watching that guy, I never did see what the penalty was. Girella, now they registered it was good. There's a timeout on the field with our score, Pittsburgh 28 and the Cowboys 17. Dallas Cowboy football continues in a moment.
Time to trade in for TouchTune. Trade in your old TV for a new Magnavox Star System TouchTune color TV and save. And you'll enjoy television like you've never enjoyed it before. At the touch of your finger, you'll see computer-sharp, computer-fast color pictures. You never have to fine-tune. Magnavox Star System TouchTune Color TV. See it now.
See Orion Magnavox with locations in Redbird Mall and Casa Linda Plaza. Orion Magnavox, the professional Magnavox people.
This is old George Goebel for Quality Vickers Motor Oils. There's Vickers all-season, detergent, and non-detergent. Take your pick to take good care of your car. Alice always reminds me to. Come home the other night, she said, George, are you oiled again? You bet your dipstick, Alice, with premium quality Vickers Motor Oils.
Let me hear you say. Gas, gas, real fast. You better look for Vickers, look for the B, the Vickers sign. Gas, gas, real fast.
Cowboys need 2 touchdowns in the final 7 minutes and 10 seconds to win it. Field goals won't help them now. They trail by 11 with 7:10 remaining on the 24-yard touchdown romp by Franco Harris after a Cowboy sack of Bradshaw had been nullified by a delay of game whistle. And Pittsburgh got a second chance on 3rd and 9. Here comes Roy Girella. Squibb kicks it. It'll be picked up at the 25-yard line. Coming left, a fumble. As ball is free, Pittsburgh has recovered at the Cowboy 20-yard line, I believe. There's a scramble for the ball and no official indication yet who's got it.
Some of the Cowboys think they have it.
Let's see. No official indication yet. At the 20-yard line, they're still unstacking the bodies. And they still have not indicated who has the football. Randy White was the man who picked it up. Cowboy offense is on there. Steelers, everybody's standing around, and nobody's indicated yet who's got the ball.
The Steelers think they have it. So do the officials.
Yep, so do the officials.
Well, that ain't going to help anybody do anything.
Steelers have recovered at the 19. And the squib kick works. Now we got a fist fight. Lambert's popping off at somebody. And they're going to get him out of there.
Who is that that's being restrained over there by Bethea? Is that Thomas Henderson?
Dennis Winston comes up with the ball, and he's holding it over his head.
They are jawing at Henderson something fierce, and Thomas wanted to go after him and take a piece out of him, and Bethea had to restrain him from doing that.
28-17, and Randy White was hit on the squib kick. That's exactly what Pittsburgh was hoping would happen. And they recover at the 19-yard line. Bell goes left. Swan comes right. It may be all over, and fans are starting to stream out of here with 6:58 remaining. Bradshaw will throw, fakes, and goes across the middle deep. Swan is open, caught, touchdown.
What a brilliant throw by Bradshaw. What a brilliant catch by Swan. And this game is going to wind up being like the Cowboy-Ram game. It's going to wind up being a score more lopsided than the difference between the two teams.
It's 34-17 now with 6:51 remaining. And the spiking in the end zone continues.
19-yard pass, I believe.
The backs have been broken now, there's no question. And it's about to be 35-17 with 6:51 to go. Here's the snap. Girella's kick is up, and it's good. There's a timeout on the field with our score now. Hold it, there's another flag down. Another flag on the field. Offside against the Cowboys will be declined. The touchdown extra point is good. Now there's a timeout on the field with our score. Pittsburgh 35, Dallas 17. Dallas Cowboy football continues in a moment.
Jack in the Box. Now you're cooking, Jack.
Jack in the Box Restaurants has more different foods than you can stick a shake at. Documentation on file at your nearest Jack in the Box.
The secret sauce is still the boss. And now we're really cooking out. May the sauce be with you. The food never stops at Jack in the Box.
Holy cow! Here's a late score. Jack in the Box menu 27. The other place 6.
Jack in the Box. We're really cooking now.
Monday only Sanger Harris one-day betting sale. Monday only save on famous Stearns & Foster bedding. Choose from 3 firmnesses at one low price. And whatever size you want. Twin, full, queen, or king. Sanger Harris has it all specially priced Monday only. You can buy any of 3 firmnesses. Firm, super firm, or extra firm at one super low price. For example, you'll find twin size bedding for only $68 each piece. Shop Sanger Harris one-day Stearns & Foster bedding sale. Monday only.
It's erupted here in the fourth quarter, and it did so on a couple of controversial calls. First of all, a pass interference call on Benny Barnes that gave Pittsburgh great shape prior to a touchdown run by Franco Harris, then the delay of game call, and finally the squib kick, of course, recovered by the Steelers. And it's all over now as the stands begin to empty. 35-17, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, barring some combination of about 3 Hail Mary passes, will become the first team in the history of the NFL to win 3 Super Bowls. Girella's on to kick it. And Pat Haggerty is waiting. Finally says, all right, let it go. Here's the approach at the 40-yard line. Girella's kick. This time he goes deep. And Butch Johnson has it at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, goes to the outside, at the 23, a flag is down as Butch is up to the 28-yard line. Jack Delaplane made the tackle.
This will somehow come out as being a triumph for the blue collars over the white collars somehow.
You know, I'm thinking back to what you said. It is going to look like the L.A. game in terms of a 28-0 victory that was not nearly that decisive. And that will be what will be reflected here between the Steelers and the Cowboys, as it was 21-17 and the Cowboys were dominating. Then 2 quick third down passes by Bradshaw to keep first downs, or a third down and a first down pass. The long heave to Swan, the pass interference call. Then the delay of game penalty, followed by a 24-yard run by Franco Harris, the squib kick and the fumble recovery, and a Swan touchdown pass. And all of a sudden, you look up at the scoreboard and you're down by 18. High formation for the Cowboys, and Staubach is back to throw. Roger flips it out for Dorsett. He's to the 10, goes right to the 15, cuts back to the 18-yard line, and is spilled.
Now, you made a point in there that I really had almost forgotten about, and that is the delay of game thing, because Henderson had sacked Bradshaw on the blitz, and they were going to be pushed way back. At that point, it's still 21-17, and maybe hold them to no points. Quite possibly, and instead they get new life and are able to drive in.
Yeah, it would have been a 47-yard field goal attempt. 35-17, 6:05 remaining, and some of the fans starting to depart.
No, I think it looks like it because there's so many of them, but I think those are all riders on their way down to the field.
Ah, you're right. 2nd down and 2, Cowboys. Laidlaw and Dorsett in the backfield. Roger has it, drops back to throw. He's not had the greatest day of his career, and he's sacked now at the 9-yard line. Rogers only 8 out of 18 for the day. John Banaszak got the sack.
And Pat Donovan, who is usually a fairly emotionless player on the field, throws his arms asunder in frustration at having been beaten on that particular play, and I think that's kind of emblematic of what the Cowboys are feeling this afternoon, Verne. Just an awful lot of frustration.
3rd down, 11 for the Cowboys. And they have the ball now back at the 10-yard line with 5:37 remaining in the game. It's 35-17. Butch Johnson comes wide to the left side. Staubach is 5 yards back in the shotgun. The snap back by Fitzgerald. Rogers back, looks deep, can't find anybody. He'll have to run. Pulls up to the 10, the 15, goes left to the 20, wiggles up to the 25, and has a first down at the 28-yard line. Well, if you're looking at MVPs, I've got my vote for the day.
If there's anybody but Bradshaw, then they ought to quit giving it.
That's right. 17 out of 30 for 318 yards, 1 interception, and he's been sacked 4 times. And somebody is getting ready to go down for an unpleasant chore. Brad will be down for the Cowboy locker room report, and these are class guys, and they will talk, even in the face of a bitter defeat to a team that they don't necessarily care about. And the Steelers are going to be champions of the National Football League in Super Bowl 13 and dethrone the defending champion Dallas Cowboys. 1st and 10, Dallas at the 28-yard line, 4:31 remaining in the game. Roger drops back, pumps once, goes in the right flat, looks for Drew Pearson, and Drew makes the catch and is out of bounds at the 45 with another first down. 4:22 to go in the game. That kills the clock with 4:22 remaining. And it is Drew's first catch of the day. And he made a catch for 17 yards. Kills the clock with 4:22 to go. 35-17, Pittsburgh on top. It was almost all Pittsburgh in the first half, with the exception of a fumble return by Mike Hegman and the touchdown toss of Roger Staubach. But the Cowboy defense came on so strong in the 3rd quarter. The offense was moving. They shaved it to 21-17. But then all of that confusion midway through the 4th quarter, and it just went sliding downhill. Regular set for the Cowboys. 1st down, 10. Staubach has it. Draw play. Dorsett. Tony dances right to the 50. Still on his feet and struggles left. He's free to the 40. He's to the 35, the 30, and dragged down from behind at the 28-yard line. A head-high tackle by Ron Johnson. And Johnson's being restrained by the official, as Dorsett has gone over 100 yards for the day and gives the Cowboys another first down at the Pittsburgh 27-yard line. 3:57 remaining and the clock still running. And the Cowboys down by 18. 1st down, 10, Dallas. 29 yards on the carry, and Tony now has 96 on 15 carries. He does not go over 100 yet, but he is the leading carrier for the day. Drew Pearson goes wide right. Tony Hill comes left. I set, Dorsett, and Laidlaw. Now they split. Roger from a regular formation. Drew Pearson is in motion, play action. The fake to Dorsett, Roger back. Looks deep for Tony Hill. Can't find him, in trouble. Scrambles left for Dupree. Billy Joe makes the catch and is out of bounds at the 16 with another first down. And that's Billy Joe's first catch of the day. 3:21 remaining, and the Cowboys have a first down at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Knocked him out of bounds.
Lauren Taves made the tackle. And it's another first down for the Cowboys. For the day, Bradshaw, 17 of 30 for 318 yards, and Staubach is now 10 of 20 for 150. Ball just inside the 16 with 3:21 to go. BJ did get out of bounds to kill the clock, and here come the Pokes. Drew comes left. And there's a slot formation. Now Tony Hill breaks out wide to the right side. Preston Pearson is in the backfield, the only setback. Here's Roger dancing back, a 3-man rush. Roger looks, can't find anybody, rolls right, pulls back to the 28, now drills the ball, and it is caught at the 10-yard line by Drew Pearson. Must have had about 7 or 8 minutes on that, that play. And the Cowboys will hurry now with 2:58 remaining, and they have a second down and 2 at the Pittsburgh 8-yard line. Here come the Pokes. Hill goes wide to the right side. Drew Pearson comes left. Up and down set. Preston Pearson the setback. Tony Hill breaks wide right. Now Preston directly behind Roger Staubach. Roger drops back. Fires it out of the flat for Billy Joe Dupree to the 5 and in for the touchdown. Dupree has scored, and it's 35-23 with the extra point to come. Anybody want to start thinking about San Francisco? 1972, 30-28. Cowboys were down in that one 28-16 with 2.5 minutes to go and came back to win it. It's 35-23 with 2:27 remaining. Dupree with a touchdown catch. That's Rogers' second of the day. And Raphael Septien will author the extra point. Charlie Waters will hold, and Tom Rafferty centers. Here's the kick by Septien. Got it. There's a timeout on the field with our score. Pittsburgh 35, the Cowboys 24. Dallas Cowboy football continues in a moment.
Can you help me, sir, please?
Little Bo Peep?
I've lost my sheep.
The little woolly fellows that came by here before, they must be yours.
Were they baying?
Yes.
Did they have 4 legs?
Mm-hmm.
Those are my sheep.
Oh.
You know how some people lose their keys every time they leave the house.
You lady with the staff, is this one of yours here?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Why don't you get yourself a Chevy Chevette, huh?
What's that?
The best-selling 4-door hatchback in America.
Oh.
You know, that's a terrific idea. Chevy Chevette could help you round up all these sheep.
Oh, they're awfully fast. They
the
turn
1.6-liter engine, fully synchronized 4-speed transmission, front disc brakes, rack and pinion steering, all standard on Chevette.
Ladies, is this your sheep?
Yes, thank
Anyone
you.
ever mentioned Chevy Chevette to you?
Both the 2-door and the 4-door models are hatchbacks, and with the rear seat folded, they've got over 26 cubic feet of space, so you can cram a lot of woolly babas in there.
Oh.
Is this here you?
Yes.
They're all on the property.
Oh.
Take this sheet, lift up that hatch, put them in the back of the Chevy Chevette.
Okay, sure.
Chevy Chevette. A very remarkable, very popular car.
Hey, lady!
No, that's not one of mine.
Cowboys have shaved the margin of difference to 11 points now, but they still have to have 2 touchdowns to get in front, and they've got to get them in the final 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Everybody's expecting the onside kick right now from Raphael Septien. The ball has been placed at the 35-yard line.
Anderson is deep.
Larry Anderson deep just in case, and the Cowboys may go for the squib kick. Pat Haggerty holds his hand up. And now here comes the onside kick. It comes to the left side, and the Steelers drop it, and the Cowboys recover. Dallas has the football at the 49-yard line. Dennis Thurman picked it up, and the Cowboys may still be alive. The onside kick works. The Cowboys recover at the 49-yard line. And they get the ball back with 2:23 remaining, and they trail by 11, 35-24. Well, how about that? They've got the ball at the 48-yard line. Roger is now 13 of 23 for 166. Scott Laidlaw comes out. They'll leave Preston Pearson in there, and the Cowboys will go from the shotgun. 2:23 remaining. Shotgun formation. Dorsett and Preston Pearson in the backfield. Preston goes in a wing to the right side. Now comes back to help Staubach with the block. Fitzgerald snaps it back 5 yards. Staubach drops back, looks deep, can't find anybody, now drills it. It's caught by Dupree at the Pittsburgh. Oh, he dropped it. Dropped it. And that kills the clock with 2:16 remaining. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 48. Burton Lawless brings the play in. Tom Rafferty comes to the bench. Tony Dungy comes into the defensive secondary for the Steelers now. 35-24. Roger 13 of 24 for 166. Hill has caught 2. Drew has caught 2. Dorsett has caught 3. Dupree has caught 2. Butch Johnson 1. And Preston Pearson 2. Lynn Swan has caught 7 for 124 today. And John Stallworth 3 for 115. Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap to Staubach. Rolls back, fires it out in the right flat. It's caught by Drew Pearson. First down, spins out of a tackle. He is to the Pittsburgh 32-yard line. And Preston Pearson takes Mike Wagner out of the play with a clean, crisp block. And the Cowboys have a first down at the Steeler 30-yard line. And here is the 2-minute warning. There's a timeout on the field with our score now. Pittsburgh 35 and the Cowboys 24. Dallas Cowboy football continues in a moment.
When you say but, you've said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you say but, you've gone as far as you can go to get the very best. When you say but, you've said the word that means you like to do it all. When you say but, you say you care enough to only want the king of beers. There is no other one. There's only something left. Because the king of beers is leading all the rest. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
2 minutes remaining before the Super Bowl championship game is settled, and the Cowboys are down by 11, 35-24. They trailed 35-17 with 7:10 to go. Scored on a pass to Dupree and recovered the onside kick, and they now have a first down 10 at the Steeler 30-yard line. And Myron Cope, whom we heard from all day, just said, "Man, I don't like it. I don't like this at all." Cowboys are huddled back at the 40, and here they come. First down 10 at the 30. And I also heard Mr. Cope say, hey, maybe we started celebrating too early. Here's Drew Pearson coming wide left, and Tony Hill wide right. Cowboys do not go from the shotgun. Roger is under John Fitzgerald. Tony Dorsett and Preston Pearson in the backfield. Preston shifts directly behind Roger. Staubach dances back, a four-man rush. Roger looks deep. He can't find anybody, and is caught, now struggles to his feet, finally down at the 38-yard line. And the Cowboys they're going to say now at the 40-yard line, and Dallas will probably be forced to use one of its timeouts. Now, keep in mind, they used one earlier in this half, so they have only 2 remaining. And let's see if they use one now. The official has signaled timeout. And the Cowboys will not go with the timeout. They'll hurry it. Here comes the clock with 150, 149, 147, 145, 143 and running. It's second down and 20 for the Cowboys. Again, no shotgun. 35-24 Dallas. 97 seconds remaining in Super Bowl 13. Roger Staubach has it. Four-man rush. Staubach back to the 50. Looks straight down the middle. Fires it in the right flat. It's caught by Dorsett, and he is kept inbounds at the 39-yard line. It'll be third down, and a need of 19 as Jack Ham made the tackle on Dorsett. 119, 118. And Drew Pearson is way downfield. Robert Steele hurries onto the ball game now as Drew is injured and will come out walking, and will have to hurry to get off the field. 105, 104. Drew is off. It's third down and 19. Staubach has it. Four-man rush. Roger up in the pocket, looks for Hail Mary, goes deep in the end zone for Tony Hill, and it's out of bounds. Steve Furness is injured on the play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. A little slow getting up. It'll be 4th and 18 for Pittsburgh with 52 seconds to go in the ball game. 35-24 ball game. That was a 21-17 game and very close until midway through the fourth quarter. Now Butch Johnson comes in. Robert Steele comes in. Steele comes out. And Furness is limping off for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 4th down and 18 for the Cowboys. And Steele comes back into the ball game for Dallas. Now Jack Lambert goes over to the far side. Pittsburgh has been here 3 times and apparently will win 3 times. The Cowboys have been 5 times and have won twice. Timeout has now been called, and that should leave the Cowboys with 1. Or is Pittsburgh called timeout? Not sure who called the timeout this time.
4th Super Bowl played in Los Angeles area.
4th and 18 for the Cowboys with 52 seconds to go, and now we're going to get back to play. Johnson is in there. Dorsett, Preston Pearson. And here come the Cowboys. 3 years ago, they were in about this same spot, trying for the last-second touchdown pass that could win it. It was 21-17 at that time. This time they go from the shotgun on 4th and 18. Pitts snaps it back. Here comes the rush. Roger looks deep across the middle for Drew, and Drew makes the catch with a first down at the 13-yard line. And Mike Wagner hauls him backwards, and the catch is made, and now the Fifths start to fly. And they will try and separate them. And they do. 41 seconds to go in the game, and the Cowboys have a first down at the 12-yard line. So Drew makes the catch, and it was a marvelous catch by the Cowboys wide receiver, his 4th of the game. And it's good for the conversion on the first down. And there's a player down on the field. It's Drew. Pearson is down at the 18-yard line. Cowboys do have a first down. And they've got 41 seconds left. It's 35-24. Boy, give credit to these guys on offense. They're just wailing away and refusing to give up. They convert a 4th down 18. They converted a 4th down 16 in Minnesota one year, I recall, and then hit a Hail Mary pass to win it. Drew is down, and he's going to be assisted to his feet. He's helped up and comes out. Roger now 16 of 28 for 215. Tony Hill comes in, along with Roger Staubach. They have been talking with Tom Landry on the sideline. 41 seconds remaining on Super Bowl 13, and the blimp hovers above us.
Right now, you've got to have the ball here. First down and 13.
41 seconds remaining in the ball game. 35-24 Pittsburgh. And the Cowboys have a first down back at the 20-yard line.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. If you have lost your children.
Apparently there was a television timeout taken. No, now the Cowboys are huddled. And we're ready to go. Clock is running with 11 seconds. The clock itself is stopped, but the Cowboys have 8 seconds to get this play off. Now they've got 6. Now 5. Now 4. And Roger has it. Blitz is on. Staubach's back. Up in the pocket. Out of a tackle. Fires the ball to the 10. Dorsett has it. Goes to the 5. And tries to get out of bounds and does at the 4-yard line. 32 seconds to go. Boy, what a marvelous play by Roger to avoid the tackle and then get rid of the football. And Tony got out of bounds to kill the clock at the 4-yard line. And Drew Pearson comes back in. 32 seconds remaining. And the Cowboys have a second down, but they're not worried about the first down. They're worried about the touchdown. Tony made the catch at about the 10, went to his right. It got out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Here come the folks. 32 seconds to go. They've got 11 seconds or 16 seconds to get the play off. Regular set for the Cowboys. Hill to the left side. Drew Pearson wide right. Split backs behind Staubach on first down. Motion from Drew Pearson. Rogers back. Rolls right. Pulls up. Flips it short. Into the end zone. Incomplete. He had Preston Pearson open. And the pass, or Jackie Smith rather, Preston, and the pass was a little short. 26 seconds to go. Roger now 17 of 30, the same stats as Bradshaw. Except Terry's got 318 yards, Roger's got 224. A lot of it on a 75-yard pass to Stallworth. That was a basic biggie in the first quarter. It's 3rd down and 1. Butch Johnson goes wide right. Tony Hill comes wide left. Preston Pearson and Tony Dorsett in the backfield. 3rd down and 1 from the 4-yard line. Roger under Fitzgerald once again. Has the snap, drops back 2 steps, pumps once, goes deep in the end zone, caught, touchdown! Butch Johnson makes the touchdown catch, and the Cowboys have narrowed the margin to 35-30 with 22 seconds to play in Super Bowl 13. And wouldn't it be something if they could get the onside kick? 35-30. Johnson with the touchdown catch. And the Cowboys trail by 5 with Septien on to kick the extra point. Charlie Waters will hold. Here's the snap from Rafferty. The kick is up. He got it. It's 35-31 Pittsburgh with 22 seconds remaining in the onside kick coming up. There's a timeout on the field. Pittsburgh 35, Dallas 31. Dallas Cowboy football continues in a moment.
Monday only Sanger-Harris one-day betting sale. Monday only save on famous Stearns & Foster bedding. Choose from 3 firmnesses at one low price and whatever size you want. Twin, full, queen, or king. Sanger-Harris has it all specially priced Monday only. You can buy any of 3 firmnesses. Firm, super firm, or extra firm at one super low price. For example, you'll find twin size bedding for only $68 each piece. Shop Sanger-Harris one-day Stearns & Foster bedding sale. Monday only.
Avoid traffic jams and get to your destination fast and safe with a Model 447 Realistic CB from Radio Shack, featuring emergency Channel 9 priority switch. On sale now for only $89. That's over $60 off Radio Shack's low regular $149.95 price. The Department of Transportation has encouraged CBUs for highway safety. Make sure you drive with a sale-priced Realistic CB radio. You know Realistic is the hottest CB line in the country, and it's available in Dallas-Fort Worth only at Radio Shack.
No, not you. The fact that he didn't have the endurance.
Unless the Cowboys can recover the onside kick, it's all over. Because they do not have enough timeouts left to kill the clock enough times to give them another shot at the ball. The Steelers will be able to run out the clock. But they did recover the onside kick last time out, and there are 22 seconds remaining in this ball game, and Dallas is now down by 4. They went to the left side last time. We'll see what Septien has in mind this time around. Raphael waits for Pat Haggerty. Here come the Cowboys. It goes 10 yards, and Pittsburgh has recovered at the 45-yard line. Steelers have the football at their own 45. Rocky Blyer was up there just for that purpose, and he recovered the onside kick at the 45. And 22 seconds remain in Super Bowl 13.
Media representative just finished voting the Sport Magazine Final Player Award for today's game to number 12, Pittsburgh,
Terry Bradshaw has won the MVP award, and justifiably so, with 4 touchdown passes today. Bradshaw's in there, and the Steelers will keep everything uptight. 22 seconds to go, and the Cowboys can't do anything. Bradshaw falls down. And the clock starts to unravel with 18, 17, and is stopped with 17 seconds remaining. I don't think Terry will try a handoff. It's going to wind up 35-31, folks. It's second down and 12. 17 seconds remaining. Final timeout. They have none left. And this best Super Bowl ever played has been just that. We thought it would be, and it's been a great one. It has really been a great one. And boy, to their everlasting credit for a team to be down by a 35-17 score with 7:10 to go and to come firing back like these guys did was something to see. And take nothing away from the Pittsburgh Steelers. They've got a pretty fair football team. Cowboys have used their final timeout at second down and 12 for Pittsburgh, or second down and 13, and 17 seconds remaining. So this could be the last play of the ball game. This could be it. Second and 13. Cowboys have everybody up just in case. Bradshaw gets it, falls down. And the clock is unraveling now. It's going to be all over, guys. We'll count it down for you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Pittsburgh Steelers have become the first team in the history of the National Football League to win 3 world championships. It's all over, and the Steelers have won one of the best games ever played in this title match, 35-31. And there's a decent amount of security. Chuck Noll is being carried off by his players and some of the fans over on the far side. And the Cowboys begin the long, slow, agonizing walk to their own locker room. They have come to Miami for the 3rd time and lost here for the 3rd time. They lost 16-13 to Baltimore. They lost 21-17 to Pittsburgh. And this afternoon, on January 21st in '79, they lose by 4 once again, 35-31 to the Pittsburgh Steelers, the new champions of the National Football League, dethroning the Dallas Cowboys. It was a brilliant fight by both ball clubs, 21-14 at the half. The Cowboys shaved it to 21-17, and then Pittsburgh came back to break it open in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys were down by 18 with 7:10 to go. They came back to win it, or rather to narrow it to 4, and wound up losing by those 4 points. Now this is Verne Lundquist along with Brad Sham and our producer Gary Brandt saying thanks for joining us and stay tuned for the postgame show. Again, our final score, the Dallas Cowboys 35, or rather the Pittsburgh Steelers 35 and the Cowboys 31. This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Dallas Cowboys football is an exclusive KRLD sports presentation.
Super Bowl 13 was sponsored on KRLD by True Value Hardware Stores. More than just a name, it's their way of doing business. By the folks at Chevrolet, along with Chevy dealers coast to coast, who invite you to come on in and see a winning lineup of cars for 1979. By Vickers, when you want gas real fast, fill up quick under the Vickers sign. By Jack in the Box Family Restaurants in the Metroplex. Now you're cooking, Jack. And by your Metroplex State Farm agents. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Frank Lieber. Join me each weekday morning at 8:15 for the Cowboy Report on KRLD Dallas. Then at 5:15, Cowboy middle linebacker Bob Bruning with his own daily Cowboy Report. All on KRLD, the Cowboy Station.